Welcome to another season of Idaho Falls Chukars baseball on KSPZ, the Sports Zone, your new home for Fox Sports. After the coronavirus pandemic shut down all of minor league baseball in 2020, the local boys of summer are back and ready for action. The Pioneer League will have a new look in 2021 as the Boise Hawks join the league and will instantly become a major rival of the Chukars. You can listen to all 96 games this season on KSPZ 980 AM, 98.7 FM, and on the web at 980thesportzone.net. This will be the 80th year that professional baseball has been played in Idaho Falls, whether it be Highland Park, McDermott Field, or the current Melaleuca Field. There have been so many major leaguers who got their professional start locally, and who knows, maybe a member of this year's team could hit the big leagues. It's time now for the Toyota pregame show from Melaleuca Field with the longtime voice of the Chukars, John Balgini and Tyler Peterson.
Hello once again, everybody. John Balgini, Tyler Peterson speaking to you live from Melaleuca Field on Jim Garshow Way in Idaho Falls. Coming right up, Idaho Falls Chukars baseball. The first time for the Toyota pregame show, and our guest tonight will be the starting pitcher for the Chukars in game one of this doubleheader, Eric Brodkowitz. Sit back and enjoy another day and night, doubleheader day here at Melaleuca Field. It's Idaho Falls Chukars baseball on KSPZ, the Sports Zone, your home for ESPN Radio.
Wednesday to open a three-game set against the Missoula Paddleheads. Coverage begins at 6:50 Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights. Then the Chukars come home on Saturday to kick off a 9-game homestand with 3 games against Missoula and then 6 straight games with the Rocky Mountain Vibes. Highlighting that 9-game homestand will be the replica Pioneer League Championship ring giveaway on Saturday the 29th.
Welcome back to Melaleuca Field. Good afternoon, we should say. Currently, it's 4:18 Mountain Time. We're playing 2 today due to the rain out on Sunday here in Idaho Falls. And Tyler, the season got off to a great start. Not the best kind of baseball, but the only thing was the Chukars won, and that's all we care about.
Yeah, they got out to a 10-0 lead after 2 innings. We're thinking, wow, here we go. We're on our way. Had some adversity. Billings scored 8 more times right after the cut it to 10-8, and then from there, it was just a back and forth. Chukars held them off, though. A couple of good performances from Matt Feinstein, who hit the first Chukars home run. We had a couple other guys who put some multi-RBI nights. Chuck Steele with 2 hits, 3 ribbies. And Daniel Martins-Molinari, 2 hits, 2 runs, and 2 batted in. It was a fun night of baseball. Unfortunately, could not go with the fireworks due to some wet weather. Yesterday, we had some wet field conditions. It rained overnight. So we got 2 today, John, and it should be fun.
In fact, double headers today in Idaho Falls, in Ogden, and in Missoula today. 1 game already underway, Grand Junction and the Rocky Mountain Vibes, and history was made Sunday in minor league baseball, if you will, as the knockout round took place. It was the Rocky Mountain team and the Rockies at Grand Junction. They were tied at 7-7 after 9.
Yeah, and we didn't really know what we were going to see, and really the longest part of that was really the setup of the screens, but once they got going, it was pitch, swing, you're on your edge of your seat. Is it going to go? Is it going to go? Not quite. But actually, John, you were telling me a former Chukar won that game for the Vibes that night.
That's right. Manny Aoki, who played a great season here in Idaho Falls and came back and played a portion of a season. He was the guy who hit the game-winning home run in the knockout derby. And, yeah, Manny back in the Pioneer League, and we wish him luck. But you watched it. Pretty exciting?
It was a lot of it. Yeah, it was very exciting. I was watching the YouTube stream of the Rocky Mountain Vibes, and it was, you know, everyone was sort of, everyone was in their seat from what I could tell. And we got a little bit of a Chris Berman impression from our friend Mike Lewis, who does the Vibes broadcast over there. But I'm excited to see when we get our first one. Obviously, I'd love to have the Chukars going into the 9th up in any game, but I think we'll see one or two before this season's over for sure.
It's definitely not baseball weather. Well, it is baseball weather in Idaho. Currently 57 degrees, mostly cloudy. Winds out of the south, which means it'll be blowing basically straightaway center field at about a 25-mile-per-hour clip. The wind chill factor, a chilly 44 degrees here at Melaleuca Field today. When we come back, Tyler talks with Eric Brodkowitz, the starting pitcher for tonight's ball game. It's your Chukars pregame show brought to you by Toyota.
Bikes.
Hard work, dedication, and winning, just like the Chukars. Chukars this season. At Bingham Healthcare Orthopedics. And with offices. Chukars.
Welcome back to the Toyota pregame show. Tyler Peterson here with starting pitcher Eric Brodkowitz. You got to take him out for the exhibition opener on Wednesday. What were some of the things you were looking to do? How'd you feel out there?
Yeah, it was just great to get out in front of the fans again. You know, really, really good showing out of them, especially for an exhibition game. Really brings a lot of energy and a lot of excitement back to the game, and something that we've really missed for a long time. You know, I've been throwing into a net for the past 6 months to really get out in front of fans, and you know, whatever number was out there, it's an added boost, and it's something that's exciting, and it really makes you realize why you love playing the game. So excited to get back out there again, and you know, hopefully win a game for the club.
With an exhibition game, you really have an opportunity to work on one aspect or two of your game. Was there anything that you wanted to make sure that you were getting down with your motion, your arm slot before we started the regular season?
Yeah, I was a little jumpy, I would say, in the first exhibition. I was kind of all over the place, wasn't really locating to the extent that I wanted to. But, I came in the third inning and made a small tweak and had a much more successful inning. And so I'm just going to kind of carry that into the game and, work off of that. So definitely happy that we got those jitters out of the way, made the small adjustment, and, it hopefully will carry that into the rest of the game.
You'll be joining the Israeli Olympic team coming in July for Tokyo. What has that experience been like? You've been there for a few years now. What is just being part of that team and meant to you to represent a country like that?
Yeah, so I'm going to be, still trying out for the team come July. But, as you said, I've been with the team since 2019, and we've really done a lot of different cool experiences. We were in Bulgaria, we were in Lithuania, Germany, Italy, so just playing in a lot of places that I never thought I would really maybe go or ever, definitely not playing. We were playing in the middle of a horse racing track in Lithuania, so really cool experiences that, ultimately culminated in me being here in Idaho, which again, not a place that I thought I would ever wind up playing in, but it's been a really awesome experience so far. So it's been great to really be able to play competitively for, this number of years, and to play in a number of really cool experiences and environments, and, just the opportunity to keep playing the game that I love and to keep playing at a high level and keep competing is just something that I've been very, very fortunate to be able to continue to do.
Thanks for stopping by, Art.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
More of the Toyota pregame show right after this.
What begs the question? Whatever.
Chuckers and the Mustangs. Here's Tyler Peterson with your starting lineups.
First for the Mustangs, it'll be Chris Issei, the shortstop, leading things off, followed by the third baseman, Dalton Cobb. Mike Bradshaw will play left and bat third, followed by Daniel Cipriano, the first baseman. He'll clean things up for the Mustangs. Caden Harris in center will bat fifth, followed by Adarius Moody, the designated hitter, batting sixth. Jalen Garcia, the right fielder, bats seventh. Robbie Kellerman, the catcher, bats eighth. Jesus Asuaje bats ninth. And Sean Jackson will be the pitcher for the Mustangs.
And we'll give you the Chuckers lineup after the scene of our national anthem by Rob Farnham. Field, Mike, a little technical difficulties, but Rob Farnham does it as good as they come. And here's Tyler with the Chuckers starting lineup.
Chuckers tonight will look similar to the opening day lineup. It'll be Chuck Steele in left, leading things off. Wet Little at third, batting second. Matt Feinstein, the right fielder tonight, batting third. Andrew John cleaning things up at first base. Jordan Garr will bat fifth and play second, followed by Thomas DeBondale in center, batting seventh. Daniel Martins Molinari bats seventh and will catch. Brooks Benson, the first time we'll see him today, he'll bat eighth and DH. And Lexus Monge, the shortstop, he will bat ninth. On the hill for the Checkers today will be number 27, Eric Brodkowitz.
Your umpires for today's first ball game, calling the balls and strikes, will be Brett Martin. At first base, Mike Colson. And the third base umpire will be Kyle Martin. In case you missed it, 57 degrees game time temp, cloudy skies, winds out of the south, 25 miles per hour, gusting out towards center field. And that wind chill factor right at 44 degrees here at game time. One of three doubleheaders in the Pioneer League today, as Mother Nature was the winner on Sunday, along with the Rocky Mountain Vibes in the knockout round. It was a former Chucker, Manny Ayoke, who went deep for the Rocky Mountain Vibes, and they won that ball game with a final score of 8-7. Tell us about Mr. Brodkowitz.
Well, John, we already know that he's going to represent, or trying to represent, Team Israel at the Olympics this year for baseball, but he was a starter at Yale University in 2018. He was a unanimous first-team All-Ivy League player. He went 6-2 with a 2.76 ERA in 12 starts, 84 innings, 57 Ks, and a whip of 1.03. Very good. And he throws 5 pitches, John. He's got, or 4 pitches, excuse me, a fastball, a two-seam fastball, a slurve, and a changeup.
So the big right-hander Eric Brodkowitz on the mound for the Chuckers. Eric out of Potomac, Maryland. Smart guy, Yale University. And he'll face Chris Issei, Dalton Cobb, and Mike Bradshaw here in the top of the first inning as we are ready for baseball on this Monday afternoon. And we'll start at 4:31 Mountain Time. Chuck Issei, shortstop, went 1 for 5 2 nights ago in the season opener for both teams. Issei, a switch hitter out of Anacoco, Louisiana. And the first pitch on the way, called strike 1. Third base today, it's Webb Little. The shortstop is Alex Monge. At second base, Jordan Garb. And at first base, Andrew Don. Brodkowitz works from the stretch. Ground ball, a 2-hopper right to Andrew Don, the first baseman. He'll take it to the bag himself or out number 1. Chuck Steele in left field today for the Chukars. Thomas DeBonville in center. Matt Feinstein, the right fielder. And Daniel Martins Molinari behind the plate. And that'll bring up Dalton Cobb, the second baseman for Billings. He hit one of the 3 Mustang home runs on Saturday night. He went 1 for 4 with a home run and a couple of RBI. Right-handed hitter swings and fouls the first pitch off into the Billings dugout, situated down the third baseline. Again, anything up in the jet stream, Tyler, and the balls are going to fly here today. This is the normal wind we usually have here in Idaho Falls out of the south, coming in at today about 25 miles an hour. The 0-1 pitch to Cobb. It's inside for a ball, 1-1.
No, certainly, John, you're going to have to keep this on the ground. It was great what Broadquist got there, a 2-pitch ground ball. You want that today. You're going to use a lot of pitchers. So if Broadquist can go 5 for Billy Gardner in this 7-inning game, that would be fantastic.
Count 1-1 on Dalton Cobb. He's the second baseman today. Next pitch is an inside fastball for a called strike, and it's 1-2. Cobb played third base 2 nights ago. At second base today as fans begin to come into the ballpark. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul ball, third base side into the Mustangs bullpen. As Mr. Cub Ernie Banks used to say, it's a great day to play too, but bring your parka and a couple of blankets and maybe an umbrella. It's Idaho baseball weather in May. 1-2 the count. Rodkowitz to Cobb. Ground ball again. Foul ball right past the skipper, Joe Cruzel, for the Mustangs. Well, there was another delay for the Madres. They didn't play all last year, and they were scheduled to play yesterday, but too much rain the night before. Pitch high. It's 2-2.
I know. How long do we have to wait to finally see those beautiful blue jerseys?
Hopefully next Sunday. It'll be another Madres day here at Melaleuca Field. 2-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on base. We're just getting underway. A swing and a miss. And down goes Cobb as he chased a fastball out of the strike zone. Out number 2 brings up Mike Bradshaw. Bradshaw 1 for 4. He had a double and 3 RBI Saturday night. By the way, in the exhibition game against Boise, Broadkowitz pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, walked 1, struck out 3. First pitch down low for a ball. Outfield playing Bradshaw straight away out of Crestwood, New York. 6'5", 230. There's a nice breaking ball, and it's called strike 1. Beautiful pitch by Eric. And it's 1-1. Broadkowitz gets the sign from Martins Molinari. That fastball is low. 2 balls and a strike to the left fielder for Billings.
The 3-run double that Bradshaw hit yesterday was really the hit that broke the game sort of back open for Billings. They were down 10-2 at that point, and he cleared the bases with a double to left center field that brought him back 10-5.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line drive left field. Coming in is Chuck Steele. He'll make the catch. And Broadkowitz retires the Mustangs in order 1-2-3. After 1/2, Billings nothing. Idaho Falls coming to bat.
Sometimes life...
1. Chuck Steele, Webb Little, Matt Feinstein to face Sean Jackson, a lefty out of Vallejo, California, 6 foot 175. He's 26 years old. Played for the Indy Windstorm last year. Appeared in 7 games. He had a 1-1 record with a 5.25 earned run average. He worked 12 innings, walked 10, and struck out 13. Of course, control problems was the problem for the Mustangs on Saturday night, as they walked 9 Chucker hitters. And by the way, the Chucker batter struck out only 4 times on Saturday.
A far cry from the 18 we saw on the first exhibition game on Wednesday.
Chuckers home pinstripe unis. The Mustangs wearing their gray pants, black jerseys, and red numbers. Game 2 will start either 30 minutes after this game concludes, or if it's a quick game, at 7:15. Here's Chuck Steele, the Chuckers left fielder. Went 2 for 3 with 3 RBI in the opening night against the Mustangs. Chuck out of Woodland Hills, California. Bats from the right side, facing the left-hander, Sean Jackson. Chuck Steele ready. Jackson into his windup, and the first pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0. As Tyler mentioned, the Chuckers had a 10-0 lead after 2 innings on Saturday night. 1-0 pitch from Jackson, that's outside. Curveball hung high and stayed high. Third base, Dalton Cobb for the Mustangs. Chris Issei, the shortstop. Jesus Azawe at second, and Daniel Cipriano, the first baseman. We'll give you the Billings outfield after this pitch. 2-0 to Steele. That's low ball 3. Mike Bradshaw in left, Caden Harris in center, Jalen Garcia in right, and Robbie Kellerman behind the plate.
In that 10-run first 2 innings, John, Steele was on twice in the first inning. He walked and was hit by a pitch.
3-0. Let's see if Chuck has the take sign. Yep. And there's the automatic called strike. Breaking ball broke right down the inside corner. It's 3-1. Game number 2 of 96 this summer. Jackson, the lefty. 3-1 pitch to Steele. He takes it for a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch by Jackson, makes the count full on Chuck Steele. And Saturday night, Tyler, I think the first 6 batters all had 3 and 2 counts on them.
All 6 of them scored, too, in that first inning.
Here's the payoff pitch to Chuck Steele. Swings and fouls it into the stands. By the way, I just counted 32 fans here right now at Melaleuca Field, but it's early.
Again, this is game 1 of a doubleheader that wasn't supposed to happen. We were supposed to have a Sunday 4 o'clock Madres game, but instead we've got 2 today.
Payoff pitch number 2 from Sean Jackson to Chuck Steele. And again, Steele swings and fouls it out of play to our right. Again, lands in the stands. And that makes Kevin Green happy. Anytime a foul ball lands in the stands, that's good news. Outside the park, well, ring up another $4. Payoff pitch number 3 for Chuck Steele, excuse me, and that's ball 4. Deja vu all over again. So Jackson walks Steele. It brings up Webb Little, the third baseman. Webb went 1 for 4 on Saturday night with a couple of RBI. He's the Chuckers' third baseman today.
This doubleheader, John, it's all about managing your pitching staff. And for Steele to draw an 8-pitch walk to lead off this ball game, that bodes well for the Chuckers if they can stay patient like that today.
Steele swiped a base in the first game, and with the left-handed hitter up, there's a big hole for Webb Little to shoot for on the right side of the infield. That pitch is way high, popped out of the glove of Kellerman, but he caught it in the air. 1-0 the count. Webb Little out of Fayetteville, New York. Twin brother Sam not in the lineup in the first game of this twin bill. Steele takes the lead at first base. Average size lead. And the 1-0 delivery to Webb Little. That one is way high, ball 2. So the count 2-0 on the Chukars third baseman.
Billy Gardner's been very aggressive, especially early in ball games. Let's see if he's going to continue to be aggressive on the base paths.
Billy Gardner Jr. coaching at third base. Looks like Mauricio Ramos, the first base coach. Jackson taking his time. 2-0 delivery. High for a ball, and it's 3-0. That time he sort of aimed the pitch. So Webb Little ahead in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Chuck Steele at first base. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. That's inside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks by Sean Jackson. And it brings up Matt Feinstein, the Domino's Pizza player of the game on Saturday night. Matt went 3 for 5, hit a home run, and knocked in 3 runs.
And you're right about deja vu, John. This is exactly how Saturday's game started, with 2 back-to-back walks.
Matt, one of the younger Chukars on the team at 23. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of 1. Brodkowitz retired the Mustangs in order. Runners dancing around. Here's a throw to second. Good throw, might have had Chuck Steele, but the throw by Jackson was in the dirt. Nice stop by the second baseman, Jordan Garr. No, that's Azawa, excuse me.
Yeah, Steele with I want to say an ultra-aggressive secondary, but he was actually starting to leave the base, and he would have been dead meat by plenty had that throw been on line.
Chukars pulled a double steal on Saturday night. Feinstein awaits the first pitch from the lefty Jackson. The check of the runner. Check of the runner again. And timeout called by Feinstein.
If you're a pitcher right now and you're in a situation, you don't throw the ball unless you have the runner stopped. You got to make sure that runner has stopped. The thing is, great job by Matt to get impatient at the plate to throw off the pitcher's timing.
Still no count on Feinstein. Wind blowing out towards center field. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball called strike 1. Matt out of Old Brookville, New York. 6'1", 205, right-handed hitter. And the count is 0-1 on Matt. A throw to second. Steele's back standing up that time.
Well, right now, Jackson is throwing so slowly. He's throwing a lot of breaking balls that really any pitch might be a good pitch to take a double steal on, because you are going to get a pretty good jump on any of these balls.
The count 0-1 on Feinstein. Well, Jackson looks at the runner 3 times at second base, and the breaking ball sails way outside for a 1-1 count.
And there's one thing you don't want to do as a pitcher. You want to control the run game with your timing on the mound, but you don't want to let it get in your head. And right now, I think Jackson's thinking more about the guy in front and behind him than the guy in front of him right now.
1-1 the count on Feinstein. Played his college ball at Dartmouth. One of those smart kids. And another throw to first. This one's low. It gets away from the second baseman, and both runners will advance. That'll be an error on Jackson, and again, too much attention to the runner, and it cost him. That'll be an E1 throwing error. And now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Matt Feinstein says the craziest part about baseball he's been part of, he played in the longest game in Ivy League history, 21 innings. And Dartmouth won 21-15. 1-1 the count, first base open. Steele at third, Webb Little at second. Nobody out. Chukars trying to get on the board for the second straight game. 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. That one fooled Feinstein. And now the count is 1-2 as Jackson's ahead of the first batter he's faced in this game. On deck, Andrew Don. He'll be followed by Jordan Garr. Jackson stares into his catcher, Robbie Kellerman. Comes set. Chest high. Checks the runner at second. 1-2 pitch. Foul back. And the count remains 1-2 on the Chukars right fielder. Matt played left field Saturday night and turned in a couple of great defensive plays. Steele with his lead at third base in foul territory. Little has a good lead at second base. 1-2 pitch, way high, ball 2, 2-2. With the day off yesterday, had a chance to watch the PGA Championship. 50-year-old lefty Phil Mickelson with a big win.
Arizona State represent.
I'm sure you're happy about that. Tyler, a Sun Devil. 2-2. Jackson working very slowly. Swing and a miss. Feinstein swung on one a little high, and that's out number 1.
And I think he just got a little bit impatient there. That was only at 78. So he's looking at 2 guys on, nobody out. It's been a long at bat for him. I think he just got a little impatient, chased a little bit above the strike zone.
Here's the first baseman, Andrew Don, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI in the first game. Utah Jazz lost to Memphis last night in the first round of the NBA playoffs, where the Jazz looked terrible. 2 on, 1 out. It's the pitch to Andrew. Takes it high for a ball.
Did I hear that Donovan Mitchell didn't play that game?
He did not play. He had mentioned early in the day he would play, and then that last minute he was a scratch. But again, we heard today that Donovan Mitchell will be in the lineup on Wednesday night. 1-0 on Andrew Don with 2 on, and there's not been a ball put into play yet. Don checks the swing. Good check. It was high, and it's 2-0. Saturday night, 4 hours of baseball. That was for 9 innings. We have 14 to play tonight. 2-0 pitch on the way to Andrew Don. Caught the outside corner, and it's 2-1.
It's always good when you win, John, but it felt like that game on Saturday was making up for all the time that was lost in between those games.
And if the weather had not been so bad, we would have had a great crowd here for the fireworks.
We will reschedule that fireworks show, so just stay in tune to our social media and news reports.
2-1 the count. Jackson to Don. The pitch outside, ball 3. Still not a ball has been put into play by the Chukars. Steele walked on a 3-2 pitch. Little walked on 4 straight. Feinstein struck out swinging. And the 3-1 pitch on the way. That's high, ball 4. Bases loaded. 1 out for Jordan Garr. Garr went 0 for 3 in the opener, but did pick up an RBI.
And strangely enough, scored 3 runs as well. 2 walks and a hit by pitch for him.
Steele at third, Little at second, Don at first, 1 out. And the pitch not even close, ball 1.
And now Jackson's getting close to 20 pitches already in this inning. He's only his 5th batter at the plate right now.
Jackson from the full windup, the 1-0 delivery on the way to Garr. Jordan takes it high for a ball, and it's 2-0.
Now, that was a close pitch. Sorry, John. That was a close pitch, but with the way Jackson is pitching, you're not going to get that call from the umpire right now.
And there's activity in the Billings bullpen here in the bottom of the first, as was the case on Saturday night. The 2-0 pitch to Gar. Fly ball down the left field line. It's going to be a foul ball into the Mustangs bullpen. Count now 2-1 on Jordan.
And I would tell you who's warming up in the bullpen, John, except it's so cold, he's warming up with a hoodie on.
It's a right-hander, we know that. 3 walks and a strikeout here in the bottom of the first inning. No score, but the Chukars threatening to take the lead. Meanwhile, Eric Brodkowitz sat down the Mustangs in order in the top of the first. 2-1 pitch on the way to Jordan Gar. That's high, ball 3. 3-1. Thomas DeBonville's on deck for the Chukars. Jackson. 3-1 delivery on the way. Outside corner. No, ball 4. So Jordan Gar picks up an RBI the easy way, a bases-loaded walk. It's 1-0. And coming out of the dugout for Billings will be the pitching coach, Winston Abreu. So Gar picks up his second RBI of the season. Chuck Steele scores. Bases still loaded for Thomas DeBonville.
And they're following the exact same script as well. Jordan Gar picked up an RBI walk in Saturday's game in the first inning out of the 6th hole.
DeBonville, the 6th Chukars hitter to come to the plate. And again, still nobody has put a ball into play.
Thomas DeBonville had to feel like a hard luck hitter on Saturday. He had 5 at-bats. He scored twice, but he didn't get a hit.
He did steal 2 bases.
He did steal 2 bases.
So it's time for DeBonville to unleash one here. Jackson comes set. Letter high. And the first pitch to Thomas. That's down low, smothered by the catcher, Robbie Kellerman. Now the right-hander, who was warming up, has taken off his jacket. And Sam Wells warming up in the Billings bullpen. The 1-0 pitch to DeBonville. Outside, ball 2. Looked pretty good, but just a bit outside. Little at third, Don at second, Gar at first. Chukars on top, 1-0 without a base hit. That pitch, again, in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Kellerman. And boy, Jackson, just like Alex Smith did, well, Jackson's done one better. He has retired one batter. Alex Smith on Saturday night didn't retire any batters.
One thing's for sure, Jackson will not have an ERA of infinity.
That's true.
Like Alex is sitting on right now.
3-0. What do you do here? Green light, taking all the way. Let's see if Thomas gets a fast one to take a hack at. And there's a called strike at the knees, 3-1. Thomas taking all the way. Another long inning for the Chukars, and that's a good thing. 3-1 pitch. DeBonville chases one in the dirt, swings and misses, and the count now full, 3-2.
Just over anxious, same like Feinstein, just a little bit over anxious, sees it before him, knows the pitcher's in trouble, then chases a bad one.
What do they say? A walk is as good as a hit?
Absolutely in this situation.
3-2. With one out, the runners will stay put. There's a siren in the background here at Melaleuca Field. And here's the 3-2 delivery. Ground ball, shortstop could be two. They go to second for one. The relay is not in time. De Bonville hustling down the line, picks up an RBI, and it's a 2-0 ball game. Gar out on the play 6-4. Scoring was Webb Little, and it brings up Daniel Martins Molinari, who went 2 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in on Saturday.
And incredibly, Jackson was, I don't know, about 5 feet away from getting out of the inning with only 1 run allowed, which would have been incredible for him.
Now there are 2 outs. That's the first ball put into play by the Chukars. Martins Molinari is the number 7 hitter in Billy Gardner's lineup. De Bonville with 2 swipes 2 nights ago, being held on by the first baseman. That's Cipriano. The first pitch to Martins Molinari is down low in the dirt. Chukars 2 runs on no hits and 1 Billings error. Andrew Don is the runner at third base for Idaho Falls, and De Bonville at first. Martins Molinari, the catcher, at the plate. And timeout called by Daniel. Jackson working very slowly. I think the right hand of the bullpen is ready to go if need be. On deck for the Chukars, Brooks Benson, excuse me. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike right down the middle. Might be Jackson's best pitch of the night. And it's 1-1. Not much velocity from Jackson thus far. Now he steps off, licks the fingers, and gets back on the rubber. Molinari, right-handed hitter against the lefty Jackson. That pitch again low, again blocked by the catcher Kellerman. 2-1.
It might be worth trying to swipe second here if you're De Bonville. You got a pitcher who's anxious. He is a lefty. He's going to have to go on first move if he does, but everything's slow. The last pitch was in the dirt. See if you can get something going on here. The runner on third, maybe force a mistake.
Molinari steps in. 2-1 pitch. Awaiting Daniel. And here it comes. That's a breaking ball high, and it's 3-1. I think if Jackson does not get Molinari, we'll see the skipper come out with a hook in his back pocket.
Well, with his pitch count anyway, he's not long for this game.
3-1. Chukars with 2 on the board here in the bottom of inning number 1. And the pitch from Jackson down low again. That's ball 4. 5th walk issued by Jackson. Bases are loaded for Brooks Benson. First time we've seen Benson this year out of Parker, Colorado. And here comes the skipper, and as we expected, that'll be the day for the left-hander Sean Jackson. This pitching change brought to you by the Smith Group, simplifying the carbine experience for 100 years. We will be back and tell you about the new pitcher on KSPZ, the Sports Zone, your home for Fox Sports and the Idaho Falls Chukars. For the Mustangs, right-hander Sam Wells, 6'6", 230 out of California. Played for the Indy Windstorm. He replaces the starter, Sean Jackson. Jackson went 2/3, did not give up a hit, but walked 5, struck out 1, and he committed a throwing error as well. And he will face Brooks Benson. Played his college ball at Southwestern Oklahoma State. 2 years ago for Monterey, Brooks Benson hit 16 home runs.
And I don't know who's going to be the guy when we finally get one of those knockout rounds, but Benson, an early candidate, should we have one in the first couple of weeks. How about this, though, John? Sam Wells, I'm just looking at him, much taller than Jackson. He's 6'6", 230.
Again, Billings has some big boys on their team. Benson, bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Chukars on top, 2-0. Benson, the 8th hitter to come to the plate. And the first pitch down low, ball 1. One over the count on Benson. Righty-righty matchup. Swing and a miss. Nice slider by Wells. Count 1-1. Wells pitched for the Indy Windstorm and the California, help me out with that,
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. What's a Dogecoin? They're one of those fake money things.
That's right. That's a type of cryptocurrency, and it sounds like somebody sponsored a team.
2-1 the count. At third base, Don. Second base, DeBonville. First place, Martins Molinari. The 2-1 pitch from Wells. Right down the middle for a called strike, and it's 2-2. Wells out of Sebastopol, Georgia. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs in. That pitch is low, ball 3. And now the merry-go-round will be in operation. All 3 runners will go with the pitch, 3-2, 2 away. Benson in his first appearance as a Chucker. Wells kicks, 3-2 pitch. Ball hit to center field. Back goes Harris. He has a beat on it. He's going to make the catch, and he has to jump at the last minute to make the catch. Benson gave it a ride, but the catch was made by Caden Harris. 2 runs, no hits, 1 error, and the Chuckers lead 3 on the bases. We played 1 inning of this 7-inning ball game. Idaho Falls 2 and Billings 0.
Are you ready to get wild? Don't. Come on, wild. I said, are you ready to get wild? Does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Wild Cherry? You better believe it, brother. Pepsi Wild Cherry. Now available. That's what I like.
Chukars base.
It'll be Cipriano, Harris, and Moody to face Eric Rodkowitz. 1 final in the Pioneer League. Great Grand Junction 13 and Rocky Mountain 5's 8. So Rocky Mountain now 2-1, Grand Junction 1-2. And again, double headers here in Idaho Falls, in Ogden, and in Missoula. And in Missoula, they have the start time for the first game at 6 o'clock, and they have the second game scheduled to start at 7:05. That's not going to happen.
I don't know about that, John, unless, I don't know if you've got Mark Burley on the mound or what for that game, but that's not getting over by 7:05.
Here's Daniel Cipriano, the first baseman for the Mustangs. He went yard last night, or 2 nights ago. He went 2 for 4 for the home run and a couple of runs batted in. The number 4 hitter in the Mustangs lineup. And the first pitch is popped up. Left side, infield. It's going to be Webb Little making the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the second.
And that is a thing of beauty, a 1-pitch out to the cleanup hitter.
And that's 4 straight retired by Eric. Brings up Caden Harris, center fielder, 1 for 5 2 nights ago. The Mustangs actually out-hit the Chukars on Saturday night, 11-10. But the Mustangs committed 5 errors in the ballgame and walked 9. First pitch from Brodkowitz, low for a ball. Eric working from the stretch. Here's the kick, the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, 2 hopper to Webb Little. Backhands behind the bag, makes the throw. Not in time. Good speed. Harris beat it out for an infield single. And it'll bring up Darius Moody. We did not see him on Saturday. Moody, a right-handed hitter. Listed as a catcher out of Richmond, Virginia, 6'1", 230. So the Mustangs with their first runner, their first base hit, an infield hit. Brockovich pitches to Moody, and it's upstairs for a ball. Brodkowitz. Brodkowitz. Billings did not steal a base in the season opener against the Chukars. And the 1-0 pitch. Popped up foul. Molinari behind the bag, and boy, the wind really played tricks on that, and he couldn't get a glove on it. Started to go back towards the netting. Then the wind blew it towards home plate, and Daniel just couldn't get any leather on it.
Yeah, it's funny. If he actually didn't follow it, and if he just stayed still, it probably would have landed not more than 3 feet from where his catching position is.
So the count now 1-1 on a Darius Moody.
Moody, a D1 guy, played at Virginia State, but sparingly so.
Brodkowitz from the stretch. 1-1 pitch to Moody. Ground ball. Webb Little fields. Goes to second for 1. The relay, not in time. Whoa, that was close. Nice play by Webb Little. Ball was hit hard. Little backhanded through a perfect strike to second baseman Jordan Garb, but Moody hustling down the line, beat it out. It'll be a fielder's choice as Harris is retired 5-4.
Great play from Webb to get that ball in his web. You know, if he misses that, John, that's probably a double for sure if it gets by him.
So now 2 outs. So runner at first base for Jalen Garcia. He went 0 for 3 and struck out 3 times against Chukar pitchers. Boy, beautiful breaking ball by Brodkowitz. Fooled Jalen Garcia.
That's that slurve he likes to throw.
Garcia, hometown is Billings, so he's a hometown boy playing baseball for the Mustangs. 0-1 pitch. Right down the middle at the knees for a called strike, and it's 0-2 quickly on Garcia.
I know some teams, John, held local tryouts. I don't know if Billings was one of those teams, but they do have a couple local guys, a couple guys from Billings, a couple guys who went to MSU Billings.
0-2 the count. Moody, the runner at first base with 2 outs. That pitch outside the waste pitch, 1-2. I'd love to see a local kid sign with the Chukars.
Well, you know, John, I'd have to believe if we go on the road and an injury comes to one of these players, we might see an emergency signing of a third catcher by Caden White.
That's right. He's helping out coaching the Chukars. Caden White played at IF High School and a couple of colleges. Pitch is low, and it's 2-2.
And I only say that because it is a Pioneer League rule that you must have 3 guys on your roster who can play the catching position.
Right now, the Chukars with Martins, Molinari, Sanchez, and Butcher. 2-2, 2 outs. Rodkowitz to Garcia, fly ball. Right field, Feinstein lost it right off the bat. Sort of froze in his tracks and is going to drop in for a base hit.
Well, if you see, John, the wind had shifted just there, blowing in toward the third base dugout. Now it's back out to center, but I think he was fooled by that ball. Garcia never really got a good piece of it, sort of on the end of the bat, but it must have been hit right at his line of vision.
Here's Robbie Kellerman. He had a 3-run home run for Billings on Saturday night. It was a line drive home run to right field. So now there's 2 on and 2 out. 2 away, top of 2, Chukars lead by 2. Rodkowitz fastball is high, 1-0. Cipriano popped out on the first pitch. Harris an infield single. Moody fielder's choice, and now a bloop single by Garcia to right. The 1-0 pitch. Line drive center field. Back goes to Bonneville. Going back. He's going to make the catch at the warning track for out number 3. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and the Mustangs lead 2. We played 1.5. Chukars 2, Mustangs nothing.
Construction workers and friends. If you need it for your job,
The right-hander, Sam Wells, who came in for Sean Jackson. The batter will be Alex Monge. It's spelled Alexis, but I understand when he did his rejoin, he said Alex.
Yeah, so it's funny, I asked him what he prefers, and he said, to me, he prefers Alexis, but he goes by Alex a lot of the time as well.
Okay.
He told me Alexis was a little bit more unique, so he likes to use that in official stuff whenever he can print it, so he can stand out a little bit more.
I'll go with that. He's the leadoff hitter, went 1 for 4, but did have 2 RBI on Saturday night. Likes to be called Monge. We'll just make it easy. Monge at the plate. First pitcher called strike 1 by Sam Wells.
Well, at first I knew him as Alex Rodriguez Monge, And now he went to Alexis Monge, so we'll stick with that for sure.
0-1 pitch, bunted down the third base line, going to be back, going to be barehanded, but he can't pick it up. Third baseman Dalton Cobb, that's going to be a base hit. With the speed of Monge, he would have beat it out anyway. So a nice bunt base hit for Alex or Alexis Monge. Would have been a tough play for Dalton Cobb to throw out the speedy Monge.
And you know, the Chukars practice that in their batting practice. They do, after their first hitting session, they go bunts, situational bunts, squeezes, and they go gap to gap. So that's what they work in regularly into their batting practices.
Chuck Steele back at the plate for the second time. First pitch to Chuck. Caught the inside edge at the knees for a called strike one. Monge last year 7 stolen bases in 7 attempts. The littlest Chucker on the team at 5'5", 140. I think I was 5'5", 140 when I was like in the 4th grade. Throw over to first base. Monge back in time. Chuckers lead 2-0, bottom of the second. And again, another throw to first base. This one a little bit closer, but Monge beat the swipe tag of the first baseman, Cipriano. Steele walked and scored his first time up today. Another throw to third, and it gets away. That's going to get Monge to second base. So the second throwing error by the pitchers, trying to pick off a base runner.
And you could almost just see that coming the way that sequence was going. The third finally got away from the first baseman.
The first baseman, Cipriano, talking to the first base coach, or first base umpire. I think the ball went under the tarp down the first base line, because Cipriano threw his hands up in the air in a hurry. So Monge's at second base, scoring position, nobody out. Chuckers lead by 2. The wind continues to howl out towards center field. And time out of the plate called by Steele. Again, Wells spending a lot of time looking at the base runner.
You can really hear that flag whip in center field right now, even all the way from our press box with our headphones on. It's really howling out there.
Of course, what's nice, if you're sitting in the stands, you're protected from the wind. There's a ground ball, shortstop, fielded by the shortstop, Issei. He'll make the throw. Nice scoop job by Cipriano to get him at first. They go to second to try to pick off Monge, not in time. So Steele's out. 6-3 on a good defensive play by Cipriano, the first baseman. And it brings up Webb Little, who walked and scored. Left-handed batter is Webb. He faced the lefty Jackson, so this time he faced the tall right-hander Sam Wells. Monge, the runner at second base, 1 out. The pitch to Little. Strike called off speed pitch. Webb Little. He's already played 3 positions if you count the exhibition game. Second base, shortstop, starts at third base tonight. Which is a big plus if you can play multiple positions. 0-1 the count. Wells staring down Monge, and again Webb Little calls timeout. The way this game's going, it might be a 4-hour, 7-inning ball game.
I hope this note doesn't mean anything later, but the Pioneer League says you cannot start an inning after midnight for any game.
There's a ball chopped foul by Little. Count 0-2 now. Used to be a 2 o'clock curfew in the old Pioneer League.
Well, I just hope that's useless knowledge for today.
Or any day.
Or any day, let's put it that way as well.
Monge with a bunt single went to second on the throwing error by the pitcher Wells.
We sure got close on Saturday, though, John.
I think the game ended at 11:37. 0-2 the count. Wells comes set at the belt. The kick in the 0-2. Fouled back as Little got a piece of it. Count remains 0-2 on Webb. Little. Webb Little 6'3", 205. Twin brother Sam Little 6'3", 203. Even their heights and weights are about identical. Now Wells staring down Monge. The pitch is low. Wells loses his cap. And the count 1-2. Tonight is Credit Union Night, Idaho Falls Community Food Basket Night, and Albertsons Night here at the ballpark. Chukars will be off tomorrow. Head to Missoula for 3, then back here at the Luke on Saturday for the first of a 9-game homestand. The 1-2 pitch, low, ball 2. 2-2 the count.
And you're going to want to be early for that Saturday game, John. We're giving away 1,000 replica rings.
That's right. The championship ring of the Chukars in 2019.
That's brought to you by JD's Holland.
I'll have to wear my real ring that night. 2-2 pitch. Ball hit into the gap, and right center field is going to drop for a base hit. Monge's going to get the sign to go home. Here's the throw home. Here's the slide. Not in time. Webb Little with an RBI single, and the Chukars lead 3-0. Hit between the right fielder and the center fielder. Looked like it was hit a lot harder than it actually went distance-wise, but Monge with a good speed scores, and Webb Little has his 3rd RBI of the year.
Well, he got a fantastic jump on that. Webb actually broke his bat a little on that. Monge recognized immediately that no one was getting to that ball. If he hesitates at all, he's pretty much dead at the plate, but he read it perfectly.
So the Chukars extend their lead to 3-0 with 1 out. Here's Matt Feinstein. He struck out his first time up. That pitch caught the outside edge, says plate umpire Brent Martin. Father-son umpires tonight. Brent Martin behind the plate. His son, Kyle Martin, at third base, calling the plays. The men in blue who wear black. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off into the parking lot by Feinstein. Matt in the hole, 0-2. Well, the Chukars with 2 base hits in this inning. The score is 3-0. Idaho Falls with the lead as the sun peeks through the clouds that are gray, which could bring rain. 30% chance of rain today. That ball outside, 1-2 the count. By the weekend, we should have daytime highs in the 70s. So more like baseball weather when the Chukars come back to town next Saturday night. Count 1-2 on Feinstein. Little at second with an RBI single. Went to second on the throw home. Quick check of the runner. The 1-2 pitch. Low and away. 2-2. And Wells lost his cap again. Missoula for 3 in Missoula. Then they come back and they'll play the Paddleheads for 3 more. And then a 6-game series against the Vibes. 2-2 pitch. Ball smashed into left field. That'll be a base hit. Little's going to be stopped at third. So Feinstein with his 4th hit of the season. Runners at first and third on a line drive single to left field. And it'll bring up Andrew Don. That ball was hit right on the nose. Third base knocked by the Chukars. Andrew, one of the 5 Chukars who walked in the bottom of the first. Little at third and Feinstein at first, just 1 out. We have nearly played 1 hour, and we're in the bottom of the second. There's a ball hit, center field. Back goes Caden Harris going back. This one is long, strong, and gone. Home run, Andrew Don, a 3-run shot to center field. And the Chukars double their lead. It's now a 6-0 score. And that was a no-doubter as Caden Harris, the center fielder, didn't even move from his position.
I got every little bit of that ball. Second home run of the year so far for the Chukars. Don's first in Idaho Falls.
So a 3-run shot has doubled the lead. It's now 6-0. Don RBIs 2, 3, and 4 on the season. And here's Jordan Garr with 1 out and nobody on base. Well, Andrew got it up in the jet stream, and boy, that thing was hit a mile. And Don batting cleanup today, just did his job. Here's a ball hit up the middle, base hit for Jordan Garr. So Garr picks up his first hit of the season. And it's Thomas DeBonville looking for his first base hit of the year. So a 3-run home run by Andrew Don has given the Chukars a 6-0 lead. Still just 1 out. First pitch to DeBonville, of course, strike 1. Looks like some rain to the north of us here at Melaleuca.
And it can stay over there, too.
The 0-1 pitch, runner started to go, slammed on the brakes. DeBonville swings and fouls it out of play down the right field line. Counted now on Thomas is 0-2. Six runs, 5 hits for the Chukars, and they continue to hit here in the second. Garr at first base. There he goes. Ball hit to the third baseman. Well, they kept out of the double play to the Chukars. Nice play by the third baseman, Cobb. He fielded on the high hop. He throws out the runner to Bonville. And what happened to...
Well, Garr thought that was a line drive, and so he thought he was out. He started to walk back toward the dugout, and then the first baseman just ran over and applied the tag.
So that goes as a 5-3 double play. And that'll do it for the Chukars. But Idaho Falls scores 4 runs on 5 base hits. No errors and nobody left on base. After 2 here at Melaleuca Field, Chukars lead it by a 6-0 score.
In my
Issei and Cobb to face Eric Brodkowitz, who's given up a couple of singles, and that's it. Boy, strange way the bottom of the second ended.
Yeah, it's tough to fault Gar, but he could have been a little bit more aware. The ball was a high chopper, and to him, I don't think he saw the start of that play because the third baseman jumped up real high, caught the ball as if it was a line drive, and so he saw the throw back to first thinking, oh, they're throwing for me, not for DeBonville, and so he just took off his helmet, started to walk toward back the dugout.
First pitch ground ball to the shortstop. Monge scoops, throws, out number one on one pitch. Here in the top of the third. By the way, our celebrity third inning will move to the second game tonight. Scheduled is Scoops Hall, the assistant GM for the Chukars. Top of the order for Chris Issei. He grounded to the first baseman Don his first time up. So far, so good for Eric Brodkowitz. First pitch is right down West Broadway for a called strike one. Well, it's 5:35. You're getting off work. Stop on by. We still have a lot of baseball left to be played. And no reason to go home and eat first. Heck, eat the great food here at Melaleuca. Count now 0-2.
I'll get the tour of Pioneer League this year, John. I'll see all the stadiums. I'll get to taste all their food. So far, with the one trip I've made to Boise, I like Paul's food better.
A lot of broadcasters have said that over the years. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and boy, Brodkowitz blew away Issei for out number two. 2 up, 2 down, and it's Dalton Cobb, a strikeout victim, his first time up.
And if Brodkowitz can stay this economical with his pitches, it's going to go a long way in this doubleheader. Billy Gardner would love to see him go 5 innings and stay under his pitch count.
So Cobb steps in, the third baseman. Breaking ball. Must have been inside. Looked pretty good. Ball one. Outfield playing deep. That pitch high, ball 2. Cobb homered 2 nights ago. There's 2 outs here in the top of the third. Nobody on base. Chukars lead by 6. The 2-0 delivery. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was in his eyes, and it's 2-1. No, it's only game number 2, Tyler, but Billings needs some help on the mound. 2-1 pitch, low, ball 3.
And it's even more under the microscope when you consider the doubleheader. You're going to go deep into this pitching staff. They've got a long series with Rocky Mountain coming up. They're going to have a 6-game series, and you don't want to be short of arms in a 6-game series.
Billings used 5 pitchers Saturday night. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Cobb swings, fly ball. Back goes Chuck Steele, going back to the wall, and this one's going to be out of here. Home run. Dalton Cobb, a solo shot, just cleared the left field fence, and it's a 6-1 ball game. Ball not hit that hard, but again with the wind blowing out. I thought Steele might have a play on it. He kept on going back and went to the warning track and just watched it sail away. It's a 6-1 score.
Yeah, Brodkowitz might be feeling a little hard done by. That ball was not hit particularly well at all, but it just kept carrying and carrying and carrying.
That'll bring up Mike Bradshaw, who swings and misses the first Brodkowitz offering. So Dalton Cobb takes the early home run lead in the Pioneer League with 2. 0-1 pitch, swing and a foul tip, and it's 0-2. Boy, Bradshaw takes a big, healthy hack. Bradshaw lined out to Chuck Steele his first time up in today's game. If you're coming to the game, bring a parka, bring a blanket, and an umbrella just to play safe. The Jenkins, they've been here so long, they know what to bring to the ball game. Pitch down low. Count now 1-2. Big Bad John, our security guard, taking things easy here in the back row. Don't mess around with Big Bad John, let me tell you. 1-2. Ground ball, shortstop, Manji bobbled it, picks it up, makes the throw for out number 3. Mustangs get on the board on a solo home run by Dalton Cobb. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Chukars 6, Mustangs 1. Bottom of 3, it'll be Martins, Molinari, Benson, and Manji to face Sam Wells. 6-1 the score, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors, Billings. 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors, Idaho Falls. The catcher, Martins, Molinari, walked his first time up. Wells came in the bottom of the first for the starter, Sean Jackson, who walked 5, and Daniel with a big cut came up empty, the count 0-1. Hometown, Redwood City, California. Molinari with 8 home runs in independent league baseball. Right-handed batter against the tall righty, Sam Wells. A pitch low, and again Wells loses the cap. The count 1-1.
He's got to get a one size down there.
Daniel Martins Molinari played for the Brazilian national baseball team in the Pan Am Games. 1-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball called strike 2. Pretty pitch by Sam Wells. He was the first player signed by the Chukars, was Daniel Martins Molinari. He's down in the count 1-2. The pitch. Call strike 3 as he's rung up by home plate umpire Brett Martin. First strikeout by Sam Wells. 1 down, and it brings up Brooke Benson, who hit the ball hard his first time up, but lined it to the center fielder, Caden Harris. Benson's 6 foot, 200 pounds. Played for Southwest Oklahoma State, who hit 273. And the first breaking ball is a called strike 1 from Wells. That Brooks Benson went to 4 different colleges. That ball misses outside, 1-1. Garden City Community College, Paradise Valley Community College, Southwestern Oklahoma State, maybe only 3. Oh, and he played at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. When one pitch, this ball is hit long but foul. Just out in front of it was Brooks. Again, he had 16 home runs in 44 games with Monterey back in 2019. There's a called strike 3. Second called strike 3 on the Chukars here in the third. 2 up, 2 down for Alex Manji, the shortstop. Bunt single and scored on the Webb Little single. Welcome to the ballpark, Melaleuca Field, located on Jim Garshow Way here in Idaho Falls. On a windy Monday, ball hit up the middle. That'll be a base hit. A 2-hopper past the pitcher, past the shortstop. So Manji is now 2 for 2. A 2-out single, and we'll go to the top of the order for Chuck Steele. Manji now 3 for 6 in the 2 games against Billings. So Steele up for the 3rd time in the game, and we're in the top of the 3rd. Steele went to the plate 6 times Saturday. Now Wells fakes the throw to first. Manji with a pretty good lead at first base. And there he goes. The pitch is low. The throw down to second in time. A 1-hopper. And Alex Manji has thrown out 2 to 4 to close out the 3rd. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We played 3 in this 7-inning ball game. Chukars 6, Billings 1.
Your next vehicle.
Score through 3. Billings 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors. Idaho Falls 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. It'll be Cipriano, Harris, and Moody in the top of the 4th. And coming to the Fox Sports microphone here at Melaleuca Field, Mr. Tyler Peterson.
Thank you, John. Eric Broadwitz out for his 4th inning of work. 4, 5, 6 to face him in this top of the 4th. First pitch to the right-hander Cipriano. On its way, a fastball on the inside for a called strike 1. Cipriano popped out to Webb Little in the 2nd inning. Broadwood steps off, needs to regain his footing on the mound. Now he steps in. Comes set at the chin, kicks and fires, and that's popped out of play. Can't quite remember now, John, whether Brockowitz was going from the full windup early on, but
He's gone from the stretch the entire game.
he continues to do so. Keep doing what's working for you, Eric. Pitch on its way, outside for ball 1. 1-2. One of 2 Ivy Leaguers on the team. Brockowitz 1-2 pitch. That's fouled off again. Cipriano stays alive. Brockowitz went to Yale University, and his right fielder, Matt Feinstein, went to Dartmouth.
Interesting pregame interview with Eric. Well-spoken young man. Of course, he's an Ivy Leaguer.
1-2 pitch on its way. That's high for ball 2. I think my favorite part of that interview, John, is when he was saying he was pitching for Team Israel against Team Lithuania in a horse racing track in Lithuania. So go figure. 2-2 pitch. That's a ground ball into the hole, into left field, and that's a base hit to lead off the 4th for the Billings Mustangs. So with 1 man on and no one out, Caden Harris will step to the plate. He already has a hit in this ball game. He had a single back in the 2nd. Chukars lead 6-1 in the top of the 4th. Cipriano, short lead off first. First pitch to Harris. That's that slurve, and it bends in for a called strike 1.
One final score in the big leagues. Tampa Bay 14, Toronto 8. That game went 11 innings, so Tampa Bay scored 6 runs in the 11th.
0-1 pitch, half swing. Did he go around? Home plate umpire says yes, and that's a quick 0-2 to Caden Harris.
Oh, they appeal, and he says he did not go around.
So another successful appeal we've seen. Hope you wrote that in eraser, because you're going to have to erase that. It's 1-1.
And both of the appeals have been called by the same umpire.
6-1 Chukars, nobody out. Runner on first for Billings. Caden Harris, a right-handed hitter versus Brockowitz, a right-handed pitcher, and this is a high drive to left. Back goes Steele, still going back. He turns around, it's off the wall. Plays a carom off the wall. This is going to be a double as Cipriano goes to third. 2 men on in scoring position for the Billings Mustangs to begin this top of the 4th. And that was awfully close to getting out of here. That hit just to the left of where the boards dip down, where our scoreboard is. Hit right off that clock near the Bank of Commerce sign. So here's a Darius Moody. First game we've seen him in. First pitch to him, high and inside for ball 1. The designated hitter today reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd.
Yeah, if that ball hit by Harris would have been 10 feet over to the right, it would have been a home run.
Chukars playing the infield back. They'll take a out for a run, and this pitch is in the dirt, but swung on and missed. 1-1. Only the third baseman, Little, is not playing back on the grass. Everybody else, even the second baseman, Gar, is pretty much fully on the grass. Brockwood comes set. 1-1 on the inside. No, ball 2. I'd like to welcome everybody coming to tonight's ball games. We're playing 2 tonight, 2 7-inning ball games. To finish up our opening weekend series with the Billings Mustangs. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Swung over a changeup that time from Brockowitz, and now it's 2-2.
Want to welcome the 67 fans watching it on the YouTube channel. Something new this year.
And a special welcome to those in Billings watching this game as well. 2-2 pitch on its way. This is a line drive down the right field line. Fair! And this is going to go past the Billings bullpen and all the way to the wall. This will be a 2-run double at least for Moody. And he puts on the brakes now as he rounds second. Indeed, it'll be 2 bags for Moody. His first hit of the season, his first RBI of the season. And now it's Chukars 6, Mustangs 3.
Brockovich cruising through 3, but a single, a double, and a double. And it's a 6-3 score. And Bob Malachy, the Chukars pitching coach, will come out to talk with Eric.
Not too much unlike what we saw from Austin Dubsky on the opening night start, cruising through 3 innings and then ran into trouble in the 4th. Both teams now with 6 hits. Now the Chukars need some outs here. Nobody out in this top of the 4th.
6 hits for the Mustangs, 2 doubles and a home run, 3 extra base hits. Chukars have the 1 extra base hit, the Andrew Don home run.
So Bob Malachy departs. Some action now in that Chukars bullpen down the first base line. That looks like Nate Jenkins. He's actually the newest Chukar, got in on Friday morning. Number 50. Here's Jalen Garcia. He's 1 for 1. Here's a line drive into center field for a base hit. DeBonville charges, but Moody had to stop on the line drive. He'll only get to third, and now it's first and third for the Mustangs with no one out. And Robbie Kellerman, who hit a big home run in Saturday night's game, comes up as the potential tying run here in the top of the 4th.
4 consecutive base hits for the Mustangs here in the top of the 4th. Chukars and Brodkovich would love a double play ball right here. The pitcher's best friend.
We're only playing 7 tonight. Chukars play the middle infield back in at the corners. Double look towards third. First pitch on its way. High and for a strike, I should say. Called strike by our home plate umpire, Brent Martin.
The 4 hits this inning, none of them chibis, that's for sure.
Pitch on its way, low and outside. It's 1-1 now to Robbie Kellerman. Kellerman had a really nice night. On Saturday, he was 2 for 5 with 3 RBI. All 3 coming on that long home run. Lead from Garcia, it's a short one. Moody from third, also a short one. Pitch to the plate. That's a high drive. That's to left field. Back goes Steele, still going back. It's over his head, it's off the wall. This will be runs for the Mustangs. 1 run will score as the first base runner, Garcia, had to make sure that ball wasn't caught. It almost was, just out of Steele's reach. And now it's 5 consecutive hits for the Mustangs. And now they trail 6-4.
And still nobody out. Don't think Jenkins is ready yet in the bullpen. Well, the second time around, the Mustangs are having success off the right-hander.
Pausing the action here. I don't know that Billy Gardner's going to come out. He's just putting a play on. And with the runner on second, Martins Molinari will come out and do his arm motion signs as opposed to the ones that he drops down in the squad. First and second, still no one out. And here's Jesus Asuaje. First pitch to him is high. Chukars 6, Billings Mustangs 4. 1-0 to Asuaje. 1-1 to Aswahe on the fastball on the outside. But right now, Brodkowitz just needs to get in and out. It does not matter how he gets it. He just needs one here to break up the rhythm of this Billings rally. Comes the 1-1. There's a high drive to left. Back goes Steele. Still going back. He leaps. It's over his head. It's off the wall. Around third comes Garcia. He's going to score. It's another long single, this time from Aswahe. And now it's a one-run game.
And the Mustangs playing wall ball here in the fourth inning. 3 hits have been off the wall. And that's going to be it for Eric Brodkowitz.
So this pitching change is brought to you by the Smith Group, simplifying the car buying experience for 100 years. We'll be right back, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher on KSPZ The Sports Zone, your home for Fox Sports Radio and the Idaho Falls Chukars.
A limited availability.
Our first look at Nate Jenkins out of the bullpen from Concord, California, not too far where I'm from in the Bay Area. Tall right-hander, 6'3", 238. He was just pitching at UC Colorado Springs this year. He's 1-0 with a 4.05 ERA in 8 games and had 4 saves.
Replaces the starter Eric Brodkowitz, 3+ innings, gave up 9 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 2, has given up the 5 runs, both runners on base, his responsibility. As the Mustangs have sent 6 men to the plate here in the top of the 4th, and 6 base hits, and none of them were cheap.
So Jenkins taking his warm-up pitches. It's Chukars 6, Billings 5. They scored 4 times here in the top of the 4th. And coming to the plate is the leadoff hitter, Chris Issei. So the Mustangs feeling pretty good about themselves. No one out here, first and second, with the top of the order coming to bat.
Checker infield expecting a bunt. First baseman, third baseman in on the grass.
Jenkins comes set at the belt, checks second, and his first pitch as a Chukar is a ball inside.
Issei now 1 for 7 in the series against the Chukars.
Jenkins a 5-pitch pitcher, 4-seam, 2-seam, slider, change, and curve. Here comes the 1-0. That's high and outside for ball 2. Issei 0 for 2. Grounded to Andrew Dawn at first to start off the ball game, and then struck out in the 3rd. Top of the 4th, Chukars lead by 1, 6-5. 2-0 pitch to Issei. That's on the corner for strike 1.
Well, Saturday the Chukars led 10-0. Billings came back to make it a 10-8 game. But then the Chukars scored some runs late in the game to win that one 17-11.
Jenkins gets a sign. Double pump as he comes set. Now kicks, throws, and that's a ball outside. So Jenkins comes out of the pen and goes 3-1 on a hitter. The last thing you want to do coming out of the bullpen is start to walk guys. So Jenkins will need to find something in the zone here, whatever he's most comfortable with right now. Two men on, nobody out. The 3-1 pitch on its way. That's a foul ball at the plate. 3-2. A little softer that time. 81 miles an hour. Let's see what Jenkins goes with here. Both runners take their lead. No one is being held on. The Chukars need outs here. Infield is playing back. 3-2 pitch on its way, and that is swung on and missed. Went soft that time and got Issei to swing wildly at a changeup. And finally in this inning, the 7th hitter becomes the first out. Here's Dalton Cobb. He's already homered once in this ball game. He's got 2 on the season in 2 games. So a very dangerous hitter. First pitch to Dalton Cobb on its way in the dirt. Nice stop by Molinari. Got his glove down in front of him to block that ball. Tyler Peterson and John Balgini with you on a chilly, windy afternoon going into evening here in Idaho Falls. 1-0 pitch on its way. That's high. Now it's 2-0. Second straight batter that Jenkins has fallen behind 2-0.
Speaking of the wind, a wind advisory in effect until 9 o'clock tonight. Wind gust up to 45 miles an hour here in the Idaho Falls area. Right now, I would say it's about 25 to 30 miles an hour blowing out to center.
Jenkins comes set. Ready for the 2-0 pitch. The kick, the delivery, and that is just a bit outside. Slider didn't quite catch the outside corner. It's 3-0 to Dalton Cobb. Let's see if Cobb has the green light. Here comes a 3-0 on its way. Fastball, called strike 1. So Jenkins is going to have to battle back. 2 men on, 1 man out. Chukars lead by 1, 6-5. 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Another good pitch that time is the soft stuff that's been working for Jenkins so far. Struck out the first hitter he faced, Issei. And now another 3-2 count to a hitter. The dangerous Dalton Cobb. Jenkins comes set. Takes a breath, fires to the plate, and that is low and inside for ball 4. And the bases will be loaded with 1 man out for the left fielder, Mike Bradshaw. So everybody moves up 90 feet. And no room for mistakes now if you're Nate Jenkins.
About a nice one-hopper back to Jenkins. A little 1-2-3 action.
That sounds good to me. Jenkins set on the mound to face Bradshaw with bases juiced. First pitch, high and inside, almost hits Bradshaw. Going to jump out of the way. 1-0. The Achilles heel for both teams so far has been wildness. 1-0 to Bradshaw. Pitch on its way, soft line drive to the shortstop Manji. It's over his head, it's into left field. 1 run scores, 2nd run scores, throw goes into 3rd. It's off of Manji. Everyone's going to be safe. It's a 2-run single for Mike Bradshaw, and the Billings Mustangs have come all the way back with 7 unanswered, and they take a 7-6 lead here in the top of the 4th. First and third with 1 out. Well, quite the turn of events. That'll close the book on Eric Brodkowitz.
7 runs, all earned.
Here's Daniel Cipriano.
Tyler, I gave it over to you with a 6-1 lead. I don't know what you're doing on the microphone.
I could be improving my performance, that's for sure. First pitch to Cipriano. That's a line drive to center field, a base hit. Another run for the Mustangs. 7 in the inning, 8 on the scoreboard. They lead it now by 2. It's Mustangs 8 and Chukars 6. Cipriano with his second single of this inning, his first RBI of the game.
8 hits now by the Mustangs here in the 4th.
Well, the wheels have fallen off the cart, and then the cart has fallen off a cliff. Here's Caden Harris. 2 hits for him. He doubled earlier in this inning. Pitch to the plate is strike 1. Chukars down by 2 in the top of the 4th. Ground ball to Little. He'll step on third for 1, throw on to first. Over Dawn, not in time. The ball gets away. Let's see if they're going to send the runner. No, he'll stop at third. So it's first and third. A fielder's choice, 5 unassisted, and then an error from Webb to allow the runner to get to third. Now we're having a quick talk at the mound to see if that ball is still good.
Scoreboard has the score 9-6. In reality, it's 8-6. With runners at first and third and 2 away.
First pitch to Moody in the dirt. One and 0 to Moody. First and third, 2 outs here. Pitch on its way, big swing and a miss. Fastball above the letters. One and 1 the count now to Moody.
Moody, the 12th batter to come to the plate here in the 4th.
Runner goes. It's a ground ball right to Dawn, who is standing on first. 3 unassisted, and the inning is finally over. But not before the Mustangs score 7 times to take an 8-6 lead here in the 4th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Chukars trail 9-6 or 8-6 on KSPZ 980.
At Bingham Health. you covered.
All sports all the time. Heard online at 980thezone.com.
Chuck Steele leads things off in the bottom of the fourth. All of a sudden, this game has turned on its head. It's Mustangs 8, Chukars 6. First pitch from Sam Wells is a strike on the outside. A crazy top of the fourth, which saw 7 Billings runs cross the plate. Here comes the 0-1 to Chuck Steele. Pitch on its way, ground ball, foul down the third base line. We'll make it to the Billings bullpen, 0-2. Seven runs on 8 hits, an error and 2 men left on base for the Mustangs. Here's a ground ball to second on 2 big hops. Aswahe there. He throws on to first. And Chuck Steele is retired on 3 pitches. 1 out.
Chukars scored 4 against Wells in the second, but then that double play, which Gar got messed up, retired the Chukars in the second. And in the third, Wells struck out 2, gave up a single, but the runner at first, Monty, was thrown out trying to steal.
Here's Webb Little. 1 for 2. He walked, scored, singled in a run and scored. First pitch is fouled back. Chukars down by 2 now. They allowed 11 hits to Billings so far. They've only got 6 of their own.
First time they trailed this season, although it's only the game number 2.
Left-handed hitter versus the right-handed pitching Sam Wells. Ball in the dirt. It's 1-1. We appreciate everybody listening right now on KSPZ 980, 987, and 980thezone.com, and those watching our live stream right now on YouTube. Thanks for being with us. Bringing you 2 7-inning ball games tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, those will be 2 separate streams. One pitch to Little on its way. This is swung on a miss. Big cut that time from Webb, but he comes up empty. 84 that time on a fastball from Wells. 1-2 the count. Wells has settled down. He's retired the last 5 hitters. Or Monty singled, but he was erased on a caught stealing. Pitch on its way. That's a line drive over the head of Aswahe, and it's past the right fielder. He tried to slide to cut it off and missed it. Webb Little will end up at second on a double. Well, that's what the Chukars needed.
Well, I thought Garcia got a great jump. I thought he was going to cut it off, but that ball was hit so hard that it rolled to the fence in right field, and Webb Little with his first extra base hit of the year. And his second hit of the ball game.
So here's Matt Feinstein. Struck out, singled, and scored. Had the Chukars' first home run last night. It's like Webb Little's trying to stretch something out there at second base. But he looks like he's good to go. That's Webb's first extra base hit of the season. Here comes the first pitch to Matt Feinstein from Sam Wells. Fly ball down the right field line, carrying, and out of play. Just in front of the clubhouse. Chukars down 2 in the bottom of the fourth. It's Mustangs 8 and the Chukars 6. A big top of the fourth for the Mustangs. They scored 7 times. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken for a called ball on the inside. Welcome to the new Pioneer League, where runs are aplenty. There's Wells' 1-1 pitch. That's a ground ball up the middle. Aswahi going to take on the backhand. He gets through him. Feinstein's going to be on. Here comes Little around the plate. He is laboring, but he scores. That's going to be a base hit and an RBI for Matt Feinstein. He goes to second on the throw. And now the Chukars are only down 1. It's 8-7. Some concern for Webb Little, though, as he was coming around third gingerly. So give Feinstein his second hit of the ball game. His first RBI of tonight.
Even if Azawa would have fielded it, he was deep in the hole and no chance to throw out the runner. But big RBI for Feinstein, his 4th of the season.
Here's Andrew Dawn. First pitch to him is a called strike 1.
Don, of course, hit a dinger his first time up, or second time up. A 3-run shot to center field.
Wells with a double check on second, now fires in another late called time. Only one type of home run better than a 3-run shot, and that would be the salami.
Oh, now you've made me hungry.
I offered to get you some of it before game 1.
You did.
Wells comes set. Waiting on the 0-1, Andrew Dawn. Feinstein takes his lead, pitch to the plate. A huge cut and a miss by Dawn. He spins himself out of his stance.
Pitch that was outside and upstairs.
0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on its way, and that is just a bit inside. One and 2. Feinstein sort of broke off, but now Wells steps off to chase him back.
Tying run at second base for the Chucks.
Man on second, 1 man out. Chukars down 8-7 in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-2 pitch to Dawn on its way. A half swing. It gets past the catcher. Is it a foul ball? Yes. Almost would have been better if Dawn had swung and missed, because he might have been able to get to first and Feinstein may have been able to get to third. But it's just a nothing pitch as we reset at 1-2. See if Dawn can knock in this tying run. And that's the fake to second that time. A little inside move from Wells. On the go-ahead run now in the bottom of the 4th, and as we get deeper into this ball game, less time to work with for both these teams. 7 innings tonight for both doubleheader games. Pitches, a base hit up the middle. Are they going to send Feinstein? No. Gardy's going to hold him at third. It's a single for Dawn. He's pumped up at first base. He's on for the 3rd time tonight. A walk, a 3-run shot, and a single. That'll bring up Jordan Garr.
Ball was hit very hard. No chance for the runner Feinstein to score. Of course, the veteran skipper, Billy Gardner Jr., never want to make an out at home with less than 2. And now the Chukars, well, a base knock away from tying the ball game up. Or a sac fly. Or a wild pitch.
A lot of ways to get it done.
Just no double play. That's all. We don't need that.
1st and 3rd, 1 out. First pitch from Wells to Gar is a ground ball at the plate, and it's off of the leg of Jordan Gar. A very uncomfortable feeling for him. He's bent over at the waist. Looks like it got him off the front of that left foot.
That's got to hurt.
He's got the protection on the left shin, but the toes are exposed on that cleat. Let's see if he can channel some of that pain into anger and take a good cut on this next one. It's 0-1. Don at first. He leads off. Pitch to Gar. Fastball a little bit inside.
Righty in the bullpen for the Mustangs with a jacket on. No sense to get the big binocs out there, Tyler. Oh, there's some big binoculars, let me tell you.
I can get 1,000 yards on that, John. Pitch to Gar, a bad swing and a miss. Fooled him swinging a pitch in the dirt. Off speed that time from Wells, and it's 0-2.
The Chukars with 3 consecutive base hits.
Jordan Gar trying to keep the line moving. Thomas DeBonville on deck. The 1-2 pitch to the Chukars' second baseman is high at 2-2. Billings 8, Idaho Falls 7 in the bottom of the fourth. It's first and third, one man out. 2-2 to Jordan Gar. Here's the kick from Wells. He throws. It's a ground ball towards short. Is there enough to turn to? The throw to second for one. No throw to first. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Jordan Gar. And we're tied up again in the bottom of the fourth. It's 8-8. So Gar gets the job done any way you can with one out. Here's DeBonville.
Still looking for his first hit.
Run on first with 2 men out now. First pitch to DeBonville. The fly ball back and out of play. Bonville showed off his power in our second exhibition game in Boise. Had an opposite field home run. And if you're a hitter today, you just want to try to get the ball up if you can. The wind will do the rest of the job. A 1 pitch from Wells on its way. Here's a line drive caught by the shortstop. He throws on to first to complete the play. Nice play from the shortstop Issei to end the inning. A nice defensive stop there. But the Chukars score twice on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 5th in our 7-inning ball game. It's the Billings Mustangs 8 and the Idaho Falls Chukars 8 on KSPZ 980. top of the 5th. We're all tied up 8-8. Chukars and Mustangs, thank you for joining us. This edition of Chukars Baseball on KSP, the Sports Zone. Tyler Peterson and John Balgini bringing you this game from the Jim Garshow radio booth on Jim Garshow Way on the shores of Highland Park here in Idaho Falls. Jalen Garcia, the first man to come to the plate against Nate Jenkins. First pitch is high for ball 1. Garcia with 2 singles. He scored once. Pitch to Jenkins, swung on a miss. Change up that time. This is a shutdown inning, or at least it needs to be for Nate Jenkins. After the Chukars score twice, you want to be able to carry that momentum into the field with you. One pitch to the Billings right fielder. On its way, and that slaps foul. 1-2. Nate Jenkins, 2 years at San Francisco State in California. Almost all out of the bullpen as well. Most recently at UC Colorado Springs. 1-2 pitch in the dirt, past the catcher Molinari. Not going to matter though. It's ball 2. Windy day here at Melaleuca Field. The ball has been carrying too as a result. Game 1 of 2 in our doubleheader today. 2-2 pitch from Jenkins on the way, and this is popped up foul, and again out of play. Garcia, Kellerman, and Aswahe, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for Billings in this top of the 5th.
And combined, they're 4 for 6 in this game.
2-2 from Jenkins on its way. This is a ground ball toward Monge at short. Takes it on a big hop, throws onto first with the good arm and gets him. Boy, Monge didn't charge that ball at all. He's waiting pretty much back on the edge of the grass for it to come to him, but he trusts his arm and gets the out, 6-3. That'll bring up Kellerman. Kellerman with an RBI single in the 4th, part of the 7-run rally for the Mustangs that chased Eric Brodkowitz. Jenkins took over for Brodkowitz in the 4th and still pitching here in the 5th. First pitch to Kellerman. Popped up behind first base, over is Dawn, still coming over. Does he have a play? And no, it's into the picnic area and just barely 2 as he goes flying into that netting on the first base side. One to Kellerman. Jenkins comes set at the mound from the stretch. Kicks and throws, and here's a ground ball towards third. It'll kick foul. Webb Little still patrolling the hot corner. It looked like he picked up a little bit of a knock when he slid into second in the previous inning, but he looks good to go. Two to the catcher, Robbie Kellerman. 0-2 pitch on its way. That's a curveball that's fouled back. So Kellerman stays alive. 3 foul balls in the at-bat, and it's 0-2. Kellerman from Cary, North Carolina. Here's another ball fouled back. So he's taking some big swings. He's being aggressive. Maybe a good time for Jenkins to throw something soft in the dirt to try to get him to fish. 1 out, no one on. 8-8 our score in the 5th. 0-2 pitch from Jenkins on its way, and this is a ground ball foul again. 5 pitches, 5 foul balls. Jenkins does not have to go after Kellerman if he chooses to go with a waste pitch here. Molinari setting up inside. The 0-2 pitch on its way, and that is a pop fly to the outfield. This will keep carrying. This will keep carrying. This will keep carrying, and this is gone. Wow. Did that ball ever carry? It carried right out of this park from the kid from Cary, North Carolina. Billings 9, Idaho Falls 8.
Off the bat, Tyler, I don't think it had the distance, but as soon as Jenkins made the throw, he really was upset with himself as Robbie Kellerman hits his second home run of the series.
Here's Aswahe. Well, what a job by Kellerman. He swung at 6 balls, and the 6th was a home run. First pitch to Aswahe, fouled back.
The 5th home run by the Mustangs in the 2 games.
Mustangs leading the Pioneer League in home runs so far. Pitch from Jenkins, that's in the dirt, 1-1. We're playing 2 tonight. You don't want to have to go too deep into your bullpen. Pitcher's only 1 man in so far. See how effective Jenkins can be. He's only allowed the 1 run. Pitch another foul back, and it's 1-2. I should say he's only allowed 1 run, but he's cashed in a few of Brodkowitz's when he came in relief for him. Pitch in the dirt. 2-2 now. 9-8 Billings. Base is empty with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Infield and outfield playing straight up. Two earned, I should say, for Jenkins. There's a fly ball to left field. Over is Feinstein coming in and making a shoulder-high catch. F9 for Swahe. That'll bring up Chris Issei.
Issei, the only Mustang without a base hit in this ballgame. He struck out twice and grounded out to the first baseman. Looking ahead, Tyler, to the bottom of the 5th, the Chukars will have the bottom of the order due up.
That'll be Molinari, Benson, and Monge. 2 outs now for Issei. First pitch, pop up, back, and out of play, foul on top of our press box. Chukars have given up a large early lead. They were up 6-0. Now they're down 9-8. It's a ground ball down the first base line, foul. And now 0-2 on Chris Issei. Jenkins trying to get out of the inning with just the 1 run allowed. Molinari sets up side. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. 9 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for Billings. That's too many, if you ask me. 1-2 pitch to Issei. That's a long fly ball down the right field line. Will that stay fair? No, it'll just get foul as it one-hops the wall down in right field. So just a loud strike. No one up in that Chukars bullpen yet. Someone standing on the mound in the Billings Mustangs bullpen.
I think that's Colin Kelly.
Pitch to the plate, swung on and missed. Jenkins gets the strikeout, but a run for the Mustangs. They take the lead once again on the home run from Robbie Kellerman. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Chukars 8, Mustangs 9 on KSPZ 980. New pitcher for the bottom of the 5th for the Mustangs. It's Colin Kelly, an even taller right-hander than Sam Wells. Kelly stands at 6'7", 230 from West Nyack, New York.
He replaces Sam Wells, who went 3 1/3. Wells gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Did not walk a batter. He struck out 2, and even though the line's not great, he's in line for the win if the Chukars don't come back.
It'll be 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Chukars. Daniel Martins-Molinari, Brooks Benson, and Alexis Monge. Together so far for those 3, 2 hits, both from Monge. Molinari to face Kelly. Chukars trailing by 1. It's Mustangs 9 and Idaho Falls 8. Right-handed pitcher to face 3 straight right-handed hitters.
4th year of independent ball for Kelly. Played for the Rockland Boulders last year and the Santa Fe Fuego the 2 years before that.
First pitch to Molinari, a called strike 1. It's like Jason Medina getting ready in that Chukars bullpen. Pitch to Molinari is off the glove of the catcher. It'll be ball 1. Had the catcher caught that, it might have been called a strike. Chukars need runs again. They were up 6-0 early, but now they trail by 1, 9-8 here in the 5th. Stepping off is Kelly. Only pitched in 2 games in 2020. Of course, nobody got a ton of innings. That pitch is way outside, all the way to the backstop. 2-1. And as I look down toward that Chukars bullpen, that is indeed Jason Medina getting ready. 2-1 to Daniel Martins-Molinari leading off the Chukars bottom of the 5th. This pitch high, 3-1. Chukars will take a walk here. Nate Jenkins couldn't get the shutdown inning working, but Colin Kelly will try to do so in this inning for the Mustangs. 3-1 pitch. That swung on, hit to left field. That'll fall in front of the left fielder for a base hit. Molinari with a big turn at first. He'll put on the brakes. A leadoff single for the Chukars catcher here in the bottom of the 5th. An excellent start. If the Chukars are hoping to rally here. Again, we're only playing 7 innings. First pitch to Benson on the outside corner for strike 1.
That fastball hit 92 on the radar gun. Fastest pitch of the ball game.
Check on Molinari at first.
Nearly threw it away. Already 2 throwing errors by Billings pitchers trying to pick off a Chukar runner.
Benson swung on and missed.
93 on the gun.
0-2 the count. Two to Benson. Molinari on it first. Pitch on its way, outside and low. One to the count. Chukars trail by 1. Another check on Molinari at first. Just sort of a soft toss, not as hard as some of the other ones we've seen. Both Jackson and Wells really swung some balls over these bases that have gone past their fielders. Pitch to Benson, high, ball 2. 2-2 now to Benson with Molinari on it first. Set at the belt. Kelly pitched to plate. That's a line drive to left field. Over is Bradshaw, and he won't get it. It one-hops the wall. Molinari going to third. Bradshaw trouble picking it up, but Billy Gardner Jr. will put on the stop sign. It's a double for Brooks Benson, his first Chukars hit, and the Chukars are in business now. 2 men on at second and third, with Alexis Monge coming to the plate.
And nobody out.
So just like in the previous inning, a lot of different ways the Chukars can try to tie this ball game up.
Now Monge comes up. He's 2 for 2 on the night, and the Mustangs infield comes in. Not in on the grass, but pretty darn close to the infield grass.
Martins Molinari, it's not exactly slow, but maybe catcher's fast, as we want to call it. Molinari singled. Benson doubled. It's second and third. Nobody out. Monge versus Kelly. 5-5 versus 6-7. The first pitch is fouled off. It's not quite as drastic, I believe, but this matchup, similar to that famous picture we saw of Aaron Judge standing next to Jose Altuve at second base.
Yep.
0-1 pitch to Monge, swung on and missed, chased a high fastball, and it's a quick 0-2 to the Chukars shortstop.
Great chance for the Chucks to take the lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
Just need to put a ball into play. A strikeout does nothing for you. Pitch to Monge, high and outside. 1-2 the count. Chukars trail by 1 in this bottom of the 5th. Second and third with no one out. The 1-2 pitch from Kelly on its way. A ground ball to second base. Aswahe, he's going to come home. He's going to chase a runner down. Benson will go to third. They're going to have Molinari in a rundown. Manji goes to second. They'll get the out 4-2. So the Chukars run into an out there. The contact play was on. But enough time was taken up to allow Benson to get to third and allow Manji to get to second. It'll be a fielder's choice. And now 1 out at the inning. First pitch to Steele. Fastball on the outside for strike 1.
Steele hitless in 2 official at-bats. A ground out to short, ground out to second. He walked and scored back in the first.
Chukars can still get a run without a hit here with 1 out in the inning. Pitch outside.
Base hit should easily score 2 with Manji's speed at second base.
If that happened, the Chukars would retake the lead. They're down 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 9-8. Billings with the lead. Kelly set at the chest. The pitch to the plate. That's a breaking ball that never really broke down far enough. That'll be ball 2. It's been Sean Jackson, Sam Wells, and now Colin Kelly for the Mustangs in this one. Pitch to Steele way outside, and the catcher, Kellerman, able to get a glove on it to prevent that one from going all the way to the backstop. It's now 3-1. Steele can pick a spot here, pick a pitch he likes, and if it's there, he can take a big old rip at it. Game 1 of 2 tonight. This will be a 7-inning ball game. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on its way. It's a check swing, fouled straight back. So Steele caught between 2 minds, and the ball made up his mind for him as it hit his bat for a foul ball. 3-2. Second and third, 3-2 pitch on its way. It's swung on and missed. At 98 from Kelly, and he's 1 out away from getting out of this jam.
Ball was actually foul tipped into the glove of Robbie Kellerman.
That's 2 balls now that Kellerman has been able to snag. Here's Webb Little. Walked, singled, double in his 3 plate appearances. He scored all 3 times. First pitch is inside for ball 1.
Chukars had runners at second and third with nobody out. Still second and third, now with 2 away.
It's be a bad time to leave those runners on base. You're down 1 in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on its way. This is hit to center. Over is the center fielder Harris. Does he have a play? It's over his head. He was playing way too shallow. He had to leap at the last minute. Little is going to go to third. He will have a 2-run triple. Well, John, we've seen these outfielders play very shallow all series, 2 games. It's felt like longer than just 2 games, but it bit them that time. A 2-run triple from Webb Little gives the Chukars a 10-9 lead.
Especially the way the wind is blowing, you want to play as far back as you could, but how about Webb Little? He has a single, a double, and a triple, a home run away from the cycle.
First pitch to Matt Feinstein. A little blooper to right. Does the right fielder have a play? He does. Catches it about chest high, and the inning is over. 2 runs for the Chukars on 3 hits. No errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 6th. Idaho Falls retakes the lead. They lead 10-9 on KSPZ 980. Top of the sixth, in comes Jason Medina, the new Chukars pitcher. The first time we'll see him in a game that counts this year. Chukars retook the lead in the bottom of the fifth. It's the top of the sixth. We're only playing 7 tonight. Tyler Peterson and John Balgini with you. It'll be Dalton Cobb, Mike Bradshaw, and Daniel Cipriano, the 2, 3, 4 hitters. So a good time to see for the first time this year, Jason Medina.
Line on Nate Jenkins, 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 1, struck out 1, and the Chukars can hang on, he'd be the winning pitcher.
We alluded to the fact that we thought maybe Medina would sort of be the maybe closer coming into this roster. Nothing's really set yet, but this is technically a save situation in the 6th inning for Medina. And if he could do so, he could get a 2-inning save here.
Rain falling just over the fence in left field, but the wind's blowing that way, so I think we're going to be okay.
Here's Dalton Cobb. Struck out, homered, and walked in this ball game. He scored 2 runs. First pitch from Medina as a Chukar. That's a fastball swung on and missed. 87 that time.
Medina played for Springfield, a Double-A team in the St. Louis Cardinals organization back in 2018.
Signed as an amateur free agent by the Cardinals. Spent 6 years in their system. Pitch on its way. That's a fastball. A little bit inside for ball 2.
9-12-2 for the Mustangs, 10-12-1 for the Chukars. Lines 4 through 5.
1-1 to Dalton Cobb. Medina's kick, his pitch, inside again. Fastball at 89. Medina pitched in Springfield and High A Palm Beach in 2018. Then, with Austin Dubsky, he was a member of the River City Rascals in 2019. They won a championship that year in the Frontier League. Another pitch inside for ball 3. Did not pitch, at least not stateside, in organized ball in 2020. Native of the Dominican Republic is Medina. 3-1 pitch on its way, and that is ball 4. A leadoff walk to Dalton Cobb. Never a good start. It's the 3rd straight time a pitcher is going to attempt to get a shutdown inning here. Jenkins couldn't do it, neither could Kelly. question now is, can Medina do it? The Chukars have the lead 10-9, and they've just got it back once again. Here's Bradshaw, 1 for 3 with a 2-run single. First pitch to the plate, and it's ball 1. Medina's missing inside. He's not missing by a whole lot, but these Mustang hitters are laying off. One and 0 to the left fielder, Bradshaw. Medina comes set. He'll throw over to first. Throws a bit high, but Don jumps to catch that one. Medina comes set on the mound. Now comes to the plate, and that's in the dirt. Stopped by Molinari. It's 2-0. So not what you want to see coming out of the pen. 5 balls and a strike. Or 6 balls and a strike in the first 7 pitches to the first 2 hitters. 2-0 to Bradshaw. Swing, pass. Webb Little at third. This will be a base hit, and it could be 2. The runner, Cobb, is going to third, but Bradshaw will stay at first. It's a single. The tying run goes to third, and with nobody out in the 6th, the Mustangs again showing their offensive prowess. It's first and third and no one out. Here comes the cleanup hitter, Daniel Cipriano.
The good news in this back and forth game, the Chukars will hit last.
Well, if everyone's going to score in each inning, that's a good recipe. Middle infield at double play depth. Corners pulled in. Chukars up by 1. First pitch to Cipriano. Line drive to left field, a base hit. This game is tied. First pitch swinging, Cipriano lines one hard to left.
That's his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Billings 10, Idaho Falls 10. For the 2nd straight game, we've seen 20 runs cross the plate. They're not all like this, John. I know Rocky Mountain and Colorado Springs had a 2-0 game a few nights ago.
But everything else has been high scoring in this new Pioneer League.
High altitude baseball for you. First pitch to Daniel Harris. Ground ball toward Webb Little at third. He drops it. He steps on third for the out. So they do get 1 out on the play. 5 unassisted to get Bradshaw. Harris reaches on a fielder's choice. So 1 out.
Nice play by Webb. He has to knock it down and knew he had the force out at third. Gets the first out of the inning.
So here's a Darius Moody. Had a big 2-run double in the 4th. First pitch, down low for ball 1. First and second, 1 man out, 10-10 our game in the top of the 6th. Next pitch to Moody. Breaking ball for a called strike 1. Cipriano at second. Harris at first. Moody at the plate. 1-1 pitch to Medina. Breaking ball off the glove of Molinari. Both runners will advance. It'll be second and third. That's a passed ball from Daniel Martins Molinari. It's the first time we've seen a passed ball this year.
Now the Chukars infield will come in on the grass. But Dean and Chukker fans would love a strikeout here.
Infield comes in. It's 2-1 on Moody. Pitch to play, ground ball foul. Well, Medina has to pitch for the strikeout now. He throws a two-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, and a change. The last pitch was a fastball. Let's see if he switches things up here. 2-2 with 1 out. Second, third pitch on its way. Breaking ball down low. Now it's 3-2. It'll be a payoff pitch to Moody. First base is open. You don't have to come into him. 3-2 pitch on its way. Fastball, that is just a bit inside. And that is ball 4. The bases are loaded. 1 man out, and at the very least, the double play is now in order. And you can go to any base. But you got to get a ground ball here. Chukars outfield. Not coming in any. Corner's still in here. First pitch to Garcia. Ground ball towards short. It's past the glove of Monge. 2 runs are going to score. It'll be an RBI single for Jalen Garcia. And Billings, again, retaking the lead. It's Mustangs 12, Chukars 10. Here comes Bob Malachy. This has been quite the roller coaster, John.
Third base hit for Garcia, no doubt about that. Bob Malachy, the pitching coach, comes out. By the way, Bob Malachy and a former Idaho Falls Tiger, Greg Talamontes, played with one another in Rochester, I believe, or in the Baltimore organization. And they were talking earlier, well, they were talking during the press day. And Bob Malachy, of course, went to the big leagues. Greg Talamontes, the local guy, he had a chance to go, but injuries finished his career. And I see Greg's here watching the Chukars tonight.
Quickly in the bullpen, Ismael de los Santos gets loose. Another non-shutdown inning from a pitcher.
The Mustangs have scored in every inning but the first and the second. Chukars have scored in every inning but the third.
The last 5 frames, 7 runs, 2 runs, 1 run, 2 runs, and now 3 more runs here. First pitch way outside past Molinari. It's a wild pitch. The first pitch to Kellerman goes way past him, and again it'll be second and third. And this inning just absolutely snowballing on Medina right now. Pitch away from Molinari again, and a runner is going to score. It's a wild pitch again. It's Mustangs 13, Chukars 10.
Medina, 2 walks, 2 wild pitches. Has given up a couple of base hits.
And it's 2-0 to Kellerman with a runner on third and 1 man out. Pitch to Kellerman, that's a strike. 2-1. Another wild inning in this top of the 6th. We're only playing 7 tonight in this first game. Swing and a miss from Kellerman. 88 miles an hour. 2-2.
Looking ahead to the bottom of the 6th, Tyler. Chukars will have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. A slugfest here at the Luke tonight, game 1.
And right now, it's like rolling dice each inning. Wonder what number is going to come up next. Oh, and a balk from Medina, or did he step off?
He called timeout. The batter did.
There we go. Time at home plate. Medina never actually threw the pitch, just sort of kicked his leg. 2-2 to Kellerman. Pitch to the plate, fastball, half swing toward Medina, gets to the second baseman, Gar. A runner will come in to score. It's an RBI ground out for Kellerman. Finally, there are 2 outs, but another run comes across the plate. The 5th run of the inning. It's Mustangs 14, Chukars 10.
Medina had a chance with that. It wasn't hit hard. He just missed the ball, and he does field it. He might have had a play at home, but instead it's a fielder's choice, or ground out RBI. And it's now 14-10, 5. And Abe Lincoln on the board for the Mustangs.
Here's a Jesus Eswaje, the 9th place hitter.
See, in a game and a half, the Mustangs have scored 25 runs. The Chukars have scored 27. Not good for their earned run average.
Not at all. Pitch is lined into left field. Another base hit. The 4th hit just in this inning alone.
And hit number 16 for the Mustangs. And the leadoff guy, Issei, hasn't been on base. He's 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. And I'm sure I jinxed the Chukars right there.
Here's a leadoff hitter, Issei. 3 Ks and a ground to the first baseman for him. The first pitch is outside. Well, this has been some kind of a game.
Issei, the 9th batter, so the Mustangs have batted around for the 2nd time tonight.
Pitch to Issei, called strike 1.
Game 2 will start 30 minutes after the end of this game. Who knows when that'll be?
Well, it won't be at 7:15, I know that much. Pitch in the dirt from Medina.
More and more folks coming into the ballpark.
The 7:15 game was the scheduled game of these two. The rain out on Sunday pushed this game to 4:30 today. 2-1 from Medina. This is the center field. Bonneville broke back. Now comes in. It'll fall in front of him for a base hit. Another hit, hit number 5 in the 6th. And now the 10th man will come to the plate. That's Dalton Cobb. Well, there's crooked numbers, and then there's 7 runs in the 4th and 5 in the 6th. 5 in the 6th and counting. Mustangs 14, Chukars 10. First pitch to Cobb, grounded foul. You don't want to go too deep in your pitching staff if you're the Chukars, or if you're the Mustangs. Neither have been effective today.
And nobody warming up in either bullpen.
Curveball from Medina. That breaks in there for strike number 2. Two men on. 2 men out. Chukars down 4. 0-2 pitch to Dalton Cobb on its way from Medina, and that's in the dirt. Squirts away from Molinari. He keeps it in front of him. No one advances. If you like runs, this is the game for you. 1-2 pitch. On its way. Curveball, swing, and a miss. 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors. And 2 men left on base. That's how we end the top of the 6th. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs 14, Chukars 10 on KSPZ 980.
Buffalo Wild.
Bottom of the 6th, Chukars need runs again. It's Mustangs 14, Chukars 10 on KSBZ 980. Tyler Peterson and John Balgini bringing you this game 1 of 2 in our doubleheader.
It'll be Andrew Don, Jordan Garr, and Thomas DeBonville to face Colin Kelly. Kelly gave up a couple of runs in the 5th inning.
First pitch to Don, a called strike 1.
But he throws hard. He's been in the low to mid-90s. Big, tall right-hander.
Pitch to Don. That's strike 2. Oh and 2 to Andrew Don against Kelly. Outside for ball 1. One-two pitch is high. Don needing to fight back. The Chukars need base runners. They're down 4. Pitch to Don, swung on, tipped, fouled at the plate. Two and 2 the count. Chukars up 4 in the bottom, or down 4 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Billings Mustangs. Pitch to Don, that's a breaking ball for strike 3 called. The second strikeout for Kelly. Here comes Jordan Garr.
Chukars led this game at 6-0 after 2. And the Mustangs have scored in every inning since.
First pitch to Garr is popped up foul into the stands.
Look out for pitch balls and bats. So look out.
A 1 to Garr on its way outside. 1-1. Don. Small bloop over second. Is Aswahe there? He is there to make the catch. Pop out to the second baseman. 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 6th. And now the Chukars are running out of outs. They've only got 4 left. And here comes Thomas de Bonville. Pitch on its way, strike 1.
By far, Colin Kelly's been the most effective of the 6 pitchers who have come to the mound today.
Pitch to Bonville outside, 1-1. Two outs, infield plays back. Pitch to Bonville, another strike, 1-2. Kelly looking for a 3-up, 3 down, bottom of the 6th. Pitch on its way, foul ball. Down by the Chukars bullpen bench. Pitch to Bonville, that's a breaking ball, stays a little bit high, he stays alive, it's 2-2. Chukars down 4, 14-10 in the bottom of the 6th. 1-2 pitch on its way from Kelly, weak line drive right at the second baseman. Aswahe throws on to first, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Chukars, they trail by 4. Heading to the last inning in our 7-inning ball game on KSPZ 980.
Doug Andrews just
$1,000 and be automatically entered to win a $5,000.
Here in the top of the 7th, the Chukars trail by 4. Jason Medina's night is done after a shaky first appearance from him. For the new pitcher, here's John.
Delos Santos, the new pitcher, the line on Medina, 1 inning of work, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Walked 2, did not strike out a batter, and he tossed a couple of wild pitches. As Ismael Delos Santos comes to the mound, wears number 0 on his back. He's from Far Rockaway, New York. Converted from infielder to pitcher. Played baseball at Morton Community College in Illinois and Jarvis Christian College in Texas.
Bradshaw, Cipriano, and Harris, the first 3 hitters. The 3, 4, 5 hitters to face De Los Santos. The heart of the Billings order. Chukars trail by 4. De Los Santos from the windup, first pitch, low and away at 91 miles an hour.
Every Mustang has at least 1 base hit in this game. 17 total for the visitors.
Pitch low for ball 2. 14 runs, 17 hits, 2 errors for the Mustangs. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Chukars. Swing and a miss. Nice tight slider there from De Los Santos. 2-1 the count. Pitch on its way. Again. Swung at a breaking ball. 2-2. In the bottom of the 7th, Chukars will have Dawn, Gar, and DeBonville. And they'll need 4 runs at least. There's a pop-up out of play. 2-2. Correction, that'll be Martins, Molinari, Benson, and Monge. This is what you get when you're writing 2 different box scores as you broadcast.
Lights are on here at the Luke.
2-2 pitch, that's in the dirt. Three and 2 to Cipriano, or to Bradshaw rather. Don't want to walk the lead off there. This is popped up behind first. Dawn goes back. Now to his right is the second baseman, Gar, who's underneath it. And he makes a catch for the first out. 1 away. That'll bring up Cipriano. 3 hits, 2 RBI, 2 runs for him. This is the first appearance from De Los Santos this year. Fastball, sinker, changeup, curveball guy. First pitch to him, way outside, just overthrew that one. Martins Molinari didn't have a prayer to catch that one. Mustangs 14, Chukars 10. Top of the 7th inning in our 7-inning ball game. Pitch on its way, inside for ball 2. The wind from De Los Santos. The pitch on its way. That's high. Almost hits Cipriano again. 3-0. The wind from De Los Santos. He fires, and that one does hit Cipriano.
Oh, yeah.
It certainly does. A hit by pitch. The first hit by pitch by a Chukars pitcher this year. Cipriano takes first with 1 out. The 4th time he's been on base today. And that'll bring up Caden Harris. Harris has been on base 4 times. He's 2 for 4 with a single and a double. De Los Santos comes set from the stretch. First pitch. Fastball for strike 1. Chukars down by 4 on the top of the 7th. Man on first. 1 man out. Harris at the plate. Pitch to him. High and inside. He has to move his head out of the way. He had 90 miles an hour coming right for his noggin. Our first game, we saw 27 runs scored. In our second game, a shorter 7-inning game, we've got 24 runs so far. Next pitch is a fastball on the inside. Strike 2.
Both games, each team has scored double digits. Scoreboard reads like a slow-pitch softball game.
10 runs seems to be a requirement now in the Pioneer League, including the other games around the league. Pitch to play. That's a high, deep drive down the left field line. Back, 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 and what's the call, Blue? What's the call? It's foul. Foul ball is the call. Foul ball is the call.
Boy, nobody, now they're going to talk things over, but that's the home plate umpire's call. And
Harris.
Bases is Harris.
Harris is going around the plate as if he's hit a home run.
Well,
But we'll see.
now all three umpires are going to take a guess.
The call on the field is foul. We have seen calls overruled so far. And the call is, we could get a signal. It looks like it's going to be a foul ball. Krusel having some words with the home plate umpire.
I never saw a signal from the home plate umpire.
Not until very late did he throw his hands up.
Well, Krusel now puts on his mask to talk with the home plate umpire.
The trouble is, with the rotation of the umpires, the base umpires were at first and second. So it had to be the home plate umpire, if anyone.
Well, I think they're going to send them back to their bases.
I don't know that Krusel will be satisfied until he's tossed from this game right now, to be honest. Ooh. So a lot of words exchanged, but no action taken. It'll be a foul ball, a long foul ball, and a hard-hit foul ball, but a foul ball. And the Chukars, for now, avoid another 2 runs. 1-2 pitch. A tapper back to the mound. De Los Santos throws. He throws to first as he trips, and he gets the out at first. One, 3 on the ground out. Runner advances to second. And now there were 2 outs.
Tell you what, Tyler, if the Mustangs lose by 1, we're going to have a big old brouhaha.
I don't know if you can put a game under protest, but if you were going to, you would have to have done it then. First pitch to Moody in the dirt. Gets away from Molinari. Keeps it in front of him.
Reminds me of a ball game way back when there was a female umpire. A ball was hit so foul, everybody knew it except the home plate umpire. She called it a fair ball because after the game she said, I didn't see it. So she called it a foul ball.
Next pitch swung on, popped foul, out of play.
Again, these umpires all season long, they are not professional umpires, they're amateur umpires. And I think for the most part, they've done pretty darn good tonight. No complaints with the balls and strikes being called by the home plate umpire. And fairly consistent.
Pitch to Moody, swung on and missed.
I admit, I didn't see it. I didn't see if it was fair or foul.
It was really tough to tell, John. If I had to make the call from the booth, I would have said foul. That was my first instinct, but it towered so high over the foul pole that it's almost impossible to tell. 2 outs, runner at second, Chukars down 4. 1-2 pitch from De Los Santos, swung on and missed. High fastball, got him swinging. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Chukars. 4 to tie, 5 to go home on KSPZ 980. Welcome back to our ball game. It's been another wild one. It's the Chukars trailing 14-10 in our last frame, bottom of the 7th in this game 1 of 2 7-inning games tonight. Tyler Peterson and John Balgini with you. Colin Kelly still pitching for the Mustangs. It'll be Molinari, Benson, and Monge. A new right fielder for the Mustangs as Austin Fitzpatrick comes in.
Well, Kelly has retired 5 of the last 6 batters he's faced, so he's in line for the win. Medina got the 5-run, 1-inning performance, and he's in line for the loss. The Chukars need some help, some hits, some base runners.
It's got to begin with Molinari.
And a right-hander warming up in the bullpen of Billings.
First pitch, high for ball 1.
Kelly's been impressive. He did give up the triple to Webb Little. That gave the Chukars the lead, but it didn't last long.
1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. It's got to begin with Molinari. When you're down 4, one swing can still tie the game for you. Pitch. That's on the corner for strike 1 at 89 miles an hour. Infield playing back. Outfield more at now a medium depth. 2-1 pitch. Slider in there for strike 2. Chukars down 4. Will need a big rally to get that done. It's not like they're not capable of doing so. Time at the plate. Pitch to Molinari in the dirt. 3-2 now. Molinari really needs to get on. The Chukars want to start something here. It's a 3-2 count to Daniel Martins Molinari. Colin Kelly, the tall 6'7" right-hander, steps back on the mound. Gets a sign from Kellerman he likes, comes set at the belt. And throws, and it's a ground ball towards short. On the backhand, it's Issei. He'll throw on to first, in the dirt, but scooped nicely by Cipriano for the first out. 6-3 on the putout. Nice work that time from the Mustangs defense. That'll bring up Brooks Benson. 1 out now in the bottom of the 7th. Game 2 will be a bullpen game. Quinton Logan scheduled to be the first man out of the bullpen for Billy Gardner Jr. First pitch to Benson is a called strike. Pitch on its way. That's a called strike 2. A quick 0-2 to Brooks, starting a designated hitter today. Doubled in the 5th. He's 1 for 3. 0-2 pitch from Benson. That's way outside in the dirt. 1-2. Alexis Monge would be on deck, but Sam Little has come out in the on-deck circle as a pinch hitter. Pitch on its way, low, 2-2. Coming set is Kelly. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. That's high and inside, 3-2. A long way from tying this game are the Chukars. They're down 4 in the bottom of the 7th, and this is it. They're 2 outs away from their first loss of the season. Pitch on its way, big cut, big miss from Benson, and there are 2 down in the 9th. And we will see Sam Little. He'll hit for Monge here.
That is 6 straight retired by Kelly.
So Little will get a pinch hit at bat here in the 7th. And even though you have the designated pinch hitter rule where Monge could return for Little, there's no inning after this, even if the Chukars tie it up. First pitch. Slider stays a little bit outside for ball 1. That's thanks to the new rule, the knockout round rule.
That was used yesterday by the Rocky Mountain Vibes.
Pitch, there's a strike to Little.
Former Chucker Manny Oyoke went deep for the Vibes to give them the win.
On his last pitch, too, in round 1, you get 5 swings on 10 pitches. 1-1 pitch to Little. There's a good fastball for strike 2. And now Billings, 1 strike away from their first win of 2021. There's a ground ball towards first, under the glove of the first baseman, Cipriano. And the Chukars still alive. Little with a pinch hit single. That'll bring up the top of the lineup in Chuck Steele,
looking for his first hit of the game.
Steele walked, grounded out twice, and struck out. He's 0 for 3. He did score a run, the first run of our ball game. First pitch to Chuck. Fastball high for ball 1. One man starting to warm down in that Billings bullpen. Comes the 1-0 to Chuck Steele. Breaking ball, that curves in for strike 1. Sam Little on first. Chuck Steele at the plate. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. This is it for the Chukars. They're down 4. Pitch to Steele in the dirt. 2-1. Behind Steele is Webb Little. Behind Little is Matt Feinstein. Matt Feinstein would be the tying run. They've got to get the ball to him, though. Pitch to Chuck Steele is high. 3-1. Chukars barely holding on to this ball game. They're down 4. 3-1 pitch is high for ball 4. Chuck Steele walks, and now there are 2 men on. That'll bring Webb Little to the plate and bring Feinstein into the on-deck circle.
Oh, Webb has walked, singled, doubled, tripled. Has scored 3 runs, knocked in 3 runs.
The only way this ball game can get interesting, let's call it, from a Chukars standpoint, is if Webb Little can come on. And here comes Joe Krusel now. And it looks like he is going to make a change, and he will. This pitching change is brought to you by the Smith Group, simplifying the car buying experience for over 100 years. We'll be back, and we'll tell you who the new pitcher is on KSPZ, the Sports Zone, your home for Fox Sports and the Idaho Falls Chukars. New pitcher in this ball game is C.J. Gonzalez, the 5'11 right-hander out of East Stroudsburg University. The night is over for Kelly, who was impressive.
Yep, 2 2/3. He gave up 4 hits, 2 runs. He walked 1, struck out 3, and lined to pick up the win. And this is a save situation for C.J. Gonzalez. He's out of Lewiston, New York. He'll face Webb Little, 2 on, 2 out. Chukars down by 4 with the tying run in the on-deck circle.
Webb Little has walked, singled, doubled, and tripled. He's scored 3 runs. He's knocked 3 runs in. He has to get on if the Chukars want a chance. The Chukars want to get Matt Feinstein to the plate. Gonzalez steps off the mound. Little's had a great game so far. First pitch to him on his way, and that is a ball low. It's getting a little bit more tense now at Melaleuca Field. 1-0 pitch to Webb Little. On its way from Gonzalez, and that is outside for ball 2. 2-0. And right now, I take till you get a strike. You need base runners. Little, a left-handed hitter. Pitch on its way, and that is a called strike 1. Sam Little at second. Chuck Steele at first, Webb Little at the plate, and Matt Feinstein on deck. Chukars down 4, 2 outs. 2-1 pitch a little on its way, and that is low for ball 3. Okay. They're certainly teasing us with this game. Chukars down 4. Little needs to get on. 3-1 pitch from Gonzalez. On its way to Little, and he takes a called strike 2. I think he was taking all the way there. It'll be 3-2. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. This is it in our 7-inning ball game. Three-two pitch on its way. It's a ground ball into left field for a base hit. Around to score is Sam Little. And it's a 3-run ball game. An RBI single for brother Webb. He'll score his brother Sam.
Webb now 4 for 4 and 4 RBI.
And now it will get interesting. Matt Feinstein representing the tying run coming to the plate.
2 for 4 tonight is Matt. Of course, hit a home run 2 nights ago.
First pitch to Feinstein. Breaking ball in for strike 1. If he can just get a ball high enough, the wind might help it. He is the tying run. Chukars down 3. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch to Feinstein. On its way. Big cut and a miss. Went soft at 80 miles an hour. Feinstein was trying to tie this one up for sure. It'll be 0-2. At the very least, the Chukars have gotten tying runs at the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. And now Feinstein wants time. Adrenaline pumping. Andrew Don on deck. First and second. 2 outs. Gonzalez set. Gonzalez to the plate. Ground ball over the first baseman. Fair down the right field line. 1 run's going to score. It'll be an RBI single for Matt Feinstein. And it's first and third with 2 men out. The Chukars have scored twice. On an 0-2 pitch, Matt Feinstein fillets the ball down the right field line. And it's first and third with 2 men out. And now Andrew Dawn is the go-ahead winning run.
And Andrew homered back in the second.
Chukars down 2, first and third. Gonzalez comes set. First pitch to Dawn is high. One and 0 to Andrew Dawn. He's the winning run. Gonzalez comes home. That's a called strike one.
Chukars hoping for some Melaleuca magic here in the bottom of the 7th.
And what magic it would be. They're already scored twice. They're down 2. 2 men on. Dawn at the plate. The 1-1 pitch on its way. That's a high fly ball right field. The right fielder over Fitzpatrick. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Well, the Chukars threatened in the bottom of the 7th. Dawn slams his helmet in disappointment, but Billings picks up their first win of 2021 with a 14-12 win in 7 innings. We'll take a quick break and have a quick wrap-up right after this break on KSPZ 980.
West 19th Street, Idaho Falls. So save money with their multi-room and whole house discounts. Some limitations apply. Contact R&J Custom Countertops for details.
Bank of Idaho is proud to be a longtime sponsor of Chukars baseball. The ballpark is a place where dust new home purchases and small
Well, a back and forth ball game if I've ever seen one. Chukars lose 14-12 in 7 innings. We're going to play one right after this in about half an hour. We'll prep the field for our second game of our doubleheader. But John, 2 games. The first game we saw, we had 27 runs. This one we've got 26. What do you make of all this to the start of the season?
Crazy baseball. Chukars led 6-0 after 2, but the Mustangs scored 7 runs in the 4th inning to take an 8-6 lead. Chukars then battled back. They took the lead with a 2-run 5th inning to make it 12-10, but back came the Mustangs. They scored 5 in the top of the 6th, and they win it by the score of 14-12. Final line score for the Mustangs, 14 runs, 17 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. And for the Chukars, 12 runs on 15 hits, 1 error, and the Chukars left 7 men on base. Winning pitcher was Colin Kelly, the third for the Mustangs. C.J. Gonzalez got the shaky save, and the loser for the Chukars was Jason Medina. The game took 3 hours and 21 minutes to play 7 innings. 3 home runs were hit in the ball game. Andrew Dawn hit a 3-run shot for the Chukars in the second, his first of the year. For Billings, Dalton Cobb, a solo shot in the third, his second of the year. And Robbie Kellerman, a solo shot in the fifth, his second of the year as well. So 14-12 Mustangs win by 2, game number 1. Back with game number 2 in 30 minutes, so we'll rejoin the Fox Sports Radio Network and back with more Chukars baseball in 30 minutes.